I can swim. Just can't walk or dress myself. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Salute, and welcome. Welcome back to the Black Ocean. Now swimming in the deep end with your host, the one and only Great Black Shark. Oh, yes, sir. Family, we have to address some things over here tonight because you saw the thumbnail and the title, and that's exactly what we're going to be talking about here tonight regarding a range of issues that have to do with the long overdue rise of FBA self-respect. Because in this country, my people, foundational Black American freedmen, it's been a long time since as many of us as we see now with the Black grassroots movement, we're talking about getting reparations and anti-Black hate crime bill. It's been a long time since we've ever seen this many of us disfocus and on code with one agenda. And here's the thing that I'm going to put into the mental lexicon of my audience over here tonight. We're starting to see one of the greatest things that white supremacy, the system of it, fears. We're starting to see strategic generational synergy. Okay? Strategic generational synergy. Now, what do I mean by that? My intelligent audience, as all of you are, I'm pretty sure you know, Gen X, Millennials, and Gen Z, we're starting to sit down and look at where our interests lie and intersect, whether it's politically, economically, and as far as what direction we want to go as a unified people. We're starting to see that more than ever. And this is a wonderful time to be alive, in my opinion. I've been looking forward to seeing this happen because, again, I say condolences to everybody that lost people, loved ones during the height and the start of the pandemic. But the silver lining in that was when you sit still and you have time to think, you start to focus on what's really important, and that helped get a lot of our people on code. Okay. And now these folks don't know what to do. Let me tell you, I'm going to piss off some Democrat shields tonight. I'm going to piss off some celebrity worshipers tonight, but I'm going to do it with a purpose and a reason, as I always do over here on this channel. I'm just letting y'all know this broadcast is going to be one. Expect them to mess with it. It's going to be one that's going to teach a very, very important lesson. I'm not going to mince words, as I often do not when it comes to addressing certain things. A lot of things you all been asking me about, we're going to cover some of that over here this evening. Got a bit of housekeeping to take care of, and I want to make sure that all the sisters are aware of it. On my Patreon, I posted an article in the free section. You should be able to access it for free about a very important health issue. When I see stuff like that, I'm like, hey, whoa. Let me make sure the sisters in our community are up on that. Now, many of you probably already are. Just in case you're not, go over there and take a look at that, okay? I'll go over there and take a look at that. That's very, very important, okay? I mean, that information, and when I see something like that, I always want FBA sisters to be up to date on it, and non-FBA sisters, okay? That, you know, that are in the global Black diaspora. I want y'all to be up to date on that information, okay? Because let me tell you something. These people have declared war on us. And in war, one thing that you must make sure that you take a stern discipline on is having accurate information and having accurate intelligence gathering skills, even on a simple level, okay? You cannot win any war without it, okay? A lot of people try to kid themselves about the state of Black America, but what else can you call it if you're not looking at the situation with blinders on because you're loyal to either party, okay? So I just wanted to let y'all know about that bit of housekeeping right there. So with that said, I hope everybody's doing well. Let me scroll over here and greet my esteemed guests that I see join us over here tonight. I see the sister Chichi Banana over here, the fabulous V Mosby and those wonderful legs. The brilliant Patricia Jenkins, the librarian, is over here. My good sister, Only Pamela's Way. Little Country Lamb is in the house. Let's see. I see Netta Bud. What's going on, Sister Netta J? I'll get you that information, too. I haven't forgot about you. I've been very busy, but I got you. I'm going to try to do that right after the broadcast. Let's see. Who else do I see? I see Grandma Cole's in here. I think I'm saying that right. Salute and welcome to you. Sister Lakeisha Morehouse is in the building. My brother Lee Holmes is joining us. Goddess Navi and the Fabulous Fro is over here. My good brother Hot One. I see 225 Girl in here. My good brother Bruce in the building. Hey, Bruce. My brother Bruce will tell you, man, I had to light one of those tethers up. He was a Ghanaian tether. Oh, boy. He just don't know, man. I'm over here cooking up something for his ass. I might have to put that on Patreon. He gonna get what he want. I keep telling people, man, when you start up with me, you gonna get fame. You gonna get fame. It's not gonna be the fame you want. I'm gonna make you infamous. I got something for his little smart mouth there. Let's see who else I see joining us over here. I see the good brother Breeze Omega in the house. Let's see, make sure I don't miss anybody. Sinister Baller, what's going on, my brother? Let's see, Andrew Mobley Sr. in the house. All right, Seven Skills, my good brother in the building. Tasha Peters is over here. Let's see, I think that's everybody that I see. So salute and welcome to you and anyone else that'll be joining us over here tonight. Now, family, you know what we got to go ahead and start this broadcast off with, right? Oh, yeah, it wouldn't be a broadcast if we didn't try to give you something to put you, back in happy spirits. I know my people are going through a lot out there. I hope all of you are staying hydrated in this awful ass heat wave that we having. I've been putting people up on a product called BioLite. Okay, it's IV in a bottle. Keep you some of that on deck in your homes or whatever for emergency rehydration. Keep you some in your car or whatever, in a cooler, whatever, just in case you have to be out in this heat for a prolonged period of time. You got to rehydrate and replenish when you're out here. I don't want none of my people passing out, having no heat strokes. You out here and you got jobs where you work out here in this heat, man. Be safe about what you do, okay? Don't go to the hospital for these people, because if something happened to you, heaven forbid, they'll have another body in there before, you know what I'm saying, you even get out the door good. They'll have somebody coming in to replace you, okay? So take care of yourselves first and foremost. But I got the sponsor I'm gonna play for you. It's an oldie, okay? A lot of people wonder what happened to it. It ain't went nowhere. We're gonna bring it back because, see, we're gonna have to, address some things here regarding this disrespectful tether class tonight and some of our own lineage. So without further ado, we're gonna bring back this oldie but a goodie.
Come on. You know check it out. One, two. Check this out. Yeah. One, two. Check this out. Yeah. One, two. Check this out. Yeah. One, two. Can't keep running away.
When you need a worldwide tide because you're trying to flee your homeland with no pride, you must make sure that you have the right Joppa gear. We're talking the fleeing sportswear of the year. Before you hop on that inner tube, you need the shoes that all tethers must choose. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about the only pair that will get you there without a care. Flee Force Ones. You need these shoes. Get running. Built from microfiber. Hand woven. Super light. Flexible. Strong and durable. Perfectly shaped. Waterproof. You need the shoes that will deliver when you're crossing those rivers. Yes, you must get a pair of the greatest Joppa wear. Flee Force Ones. Get running now. Yeah, I got that classic on deck, man. A lot of people been wondering, where that one be, and I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and hit them with it tonight. I'm trying to keep the sponsors rotating, man, because I'm steady finding new things, but a lot of people like the old stuff. And some of that stuff I keep saying, man, I try to restrain myself, because my brother Bruce, he'll tell you, we was kind of cracking jokes on this little Ghanaian tether that got slick at the mouth. Let me say something to you tethers, man. Anybody, period, but especially you tethers, man. I've made this clear over the years, especially since we've been delineating many times. When you get on the internet and you hop in the foundational Black American freedom business and you don't know what you're talking about, you make yourself look very foolish trying to school somebody on their particular lineage when you a Johnny come lately here. You and your parents had immigrated here from somewhere else. You should be humble and respectful. They always love to talk to us like we don't know about ourselves. They really do believe that because they sit around and listen to white folks, and whatever white mommy and white daddy tell you, you go with it. Let me make something clear though, okay? Now, all of you know this, and there's some people in here at times that have served with me. All that tough guy talk on the internet, making threats and talking crazy, I'm telling you now, if you ever see me in person, you will not have the same energy. I'm telling you, you're not. Let me tell you how I know that. Any clown that had to flee his country and you scared to say where you from, boy, you don't want none of this. I'm telling you now, you better be glad that I'm a peaceful man, because it's really funny to me. You can't upset me with none of the stuff you're saying, but I'm just saying, one of these, you know what? I'll tell you what I wish we had, and I've said this before in jest. For a lot of people that's online, I'm going to tell you what should be a rule for all social media platforms. If you get on social media, popping your guns, talking about what you going to do to somebody, this, that, the third, just talking crazy, they should have a rule. They should say, hey, look, okay, check this out. You started talking crazy online. In order for you to even use any social media platform in America, if you don't get in the ring with this person that you're talking about, we're going to ban you at IP level on anything that you try to create. I guarantee you will have a lot more humble people, man. I used to joke years ago about if there was a fade button on YouTube, a lot of these people that used to have these little goofy beefs, they would be the most peaceful people ever. Imagine that if they had a fade button. Where you hit that button, man, the person that you're talking about just show right up like, all right, here you go, let's get it on. Oh, hey, man, I ain't even mean it like that, man. So I'm just saying, y'all stop that tough guy talk, because I'm going to tell you why you can't talk like that. See, one of the things, and Brother Bruce is a witness to this, he jumped in our business trying to tell us that I Show Speed was one of us. No, he not. I say he's most likely Haitian, but all you got to do is look at that boy's forehead, look at his goofy behavior, running around trying to be a damn minstrel in front of white folks. And then I posted the smoking gun on my Twitter and Patreon. The boy sitting up here, you letting dogs lick you in the mouth? Most of my people don't do that, okay? Most foundational Black American freedmen ain't got dogs licking and playing in our face like that. We got dogs, we love them. They're not gonna be licking and kissing on us, okay? That's tether class behavior, okay? Then, on top of that, when you look at that boy's hairline, one thing about it, the young Black foundational Black American freedmen men that I know, that if they have their hair grown out, they're gonna have dreads or whatever kind of style, half or mix it up. That hairline is gonna be sharp, okay? I noticed that the tethers, they kind of just plug and play. And then, Bruce, let me tell you, brother, I got his picture, and what I'm thinking about doing, man, if I do this, let me tell y'all something, man. I am a diabolical animation genius. I just don't do a lot of it because I keep telling y'all, I know the levels of ignorance I'm capable of singing to. Just know that the idea that I got that I'm working on for him, if I decide to do that, because I already, look, let me tell you something. I did a test run, and a particular sister saw it. She was laughing to the point where she almost couldn't breathe. She's like, don't do that. Don't do that to her. I'm debating. I said, I'll think about it, but see, this is, y'all gonna see. I think that my darker side is gonna win. I just might put up a poll and let y'all vote on it, see if you want to see it or not. Because just know, if I show you this is gonna drive the point home. Like, all right, that nigga over there gonna make you infamous, man. So, anyway, just know that if some ignorance drop, I want y'all to forgive me, okay? In advance, I'm asking for forgiveness. He ain't done with me yet, okay? So I'm gonna leave that alone for now, but we got some serious business to take care of. Boy, I'm just sitting here thinking about that, man. Oh, y'all just don't understand. Y'all discouraged me because Brother Bruce was trying to encourage me. Brother Bruce, don't you want me to be a reformed heathen? I told you I'm already heathen. I'm trying to reform, man. Y'all, you keep pulling me back in. Damn it. But anyway, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, all jokes aside, because I try to make y'all laugh, I want y'all to enjoy yourselves, and I hope everybody's well, wherever you listen to this broadcast from, whether it's live or recorded, okay? But tonight is going to uplift your spirits because it's going to remind those of us who are foundational Black American freedmen exactly who we come from, what type of people we are, the power that we have that this white supremacist system is afraid of. And if you're a non-FBA person, you're going to draw inspiration from this, because this is what I say to those of you that are not in the tether class, okay? want to be clear on my language. We only have a problem with the tether class. The ones that come over here and try to undermine and disrespect us. What's the tether class? Candace Owens, okay? There you go, right there. For those of you that are not of my lineage, listen to this broadcast. It will inspire you because this is what I always tell my own code, continental African or Caribbean brothers and sisters, okay? The cool ones. If I ever hear, especially the young ones, because for whatever reason, a lot of the young non-FBA brothers and sisters show me a lot of respect, okay? And they correspond with me on a regular basis. And what I'm always doing is putting them up, not on just what we do, because from a very early age, I was well studied on the global Black diaspora's history. I put them up on who their heroes are, where they can draw their inspiration from right now. So this will inspire you tonight if you're listening to this and see if you're going to be a rider for us, this is going to be something that you can check them tethers on because, see, our history family is so deep in this country, okay? It's so deep and so powerful that I want you to think about this if you're of my lineage and if you're not of my lineage, because they've done it to you too in your homelands. If a people is weak and insignificant, you know they all the white supremacists, you got low IQs and we got low IQs and all that like they say, then, you know, hey, you don't really try to build an entire system to oppress a low IQ people. You don't have to erase a low IQ people's history because, hell, they low IQ. They can't do anything with it. If we were really all of that, I want you to stop and think, why do they work so hard to suppress our history from us? You know why? Because when you find out where you come from, nobody can tell you who you are and sway you from the path of your empowerment. That's going to be a lesson here we're going to get into here tonight. This is going to be a very inspirational broadcast, particularly for foundational Black American freedmen, young girls, okay? I'm going to try to keep my language to a minimum tonight on certain parts. I can't promise anything because I want everybody to be able to listen to this around anybody. So try to throttle some of that back, but if some words slip, forgive me. You ain't dealt me yet, okay? All right, so anyway, now that y'all know what kind of broadcast it's going to be, we're going to go ahead and get started here. And I'm going to let a majority of this play before I give any commentary because, see, one of the things I want everybody to understand about this channel, in case you're new here or in case some people don't really understand what my value system is, all right, because I'm still going through some content that I'm going to put back up on the channel. So it's going to be on Patreon. It's going to be a while before I get that done, but y'all be patient. We're still going to be rolling out content while that's being sorted. But let me make this clear. I'm going to say it again, because I've said it many times. I don't do the gender banging, okay, for a specific reason. If I criticize our sisters, it's done out of good faith and love. I criticize the brothers, it's done out of good faith and love because I'm a part of that collective, okay? We're a part of the community together. It takes both of us to fight these threats that are united against us, regardless of the issue they have between genders in their community. They work together against our Black asses, okay? That's why I don't participate in gender banging. Moreover, when it comes to our women, let me tell you what I don't do. And see, I want young brothers listening to this to really take to heart what I'm about to say, because I understand all these images that are shown to you of the sexy reds, the Suki Hunters, the Glorrillas. That's what's on TV. Let me tell you something. Wherever you are, look in your community for the sisters that are not acting that way, that's got some sense. Don't let these people program you into thinking that all Black women are like that. Now, that's what they're doing, and they're weaponizing that image to justify harming our sisters, not just here, but abroad when they travel. That's something I'm going to be breaking down into extensive detail on a future broadcast. But see, I recognize the importance of our sisters to have some sense. They are a very critical unit to the empowerment of our people, especially when they know who they're supposed to be. Let me tell you something right now. You want to know one thing that white supremacist America really is afraid of? See, it's one thing for them to tell that lie about, oh, the big scary Black man, I'm afraid he's going to do something to me. Yeah. No, they're not afraid of Black men. No, they're not. I'm going to tell you what they're afraid of. You want to know what they're afraid of? You sisters in this chat room, listen to the sound of my voice. They're afraid of you if you happen to take out the delights of a Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. I'm not saying you're going to know everything she knew, but if you take out the delights of that honorable Grandmaster teacher ancestor, if you take out the delights of a Shahrazad Ali, okay, I'm not saying nobody's going to be saints, I'm saying if you have that thought process of the riders like the Fannie Lou Hamers, okay, the Ida B. Wells, so on and so forth, if you have that type of mindset, that's what they're afraid of. You know why? Because as chauvinist as it sounds, and bear with me, you are the first teachers of our children. If you are intelligent and upstanding, you educate generations beyond just your education ability. The way a foundational Black American freedman woman carries herself and has the respect of her family, let me tell you something. It's a reason right now why everybody in here, especially foundational Black American freedmen men and some women, it's a reason right now where if somebody, especially for those of you blessed to still have your grandparents and some of your great-grandparents around, it's a reason right now why if somebody really disrespected them in front of you, you wouldn't think twice before you knock their whole damn head off their shoulders. You know why? Because you have a respect for your grandparents and your elders that are upstanding and worthy of it, okay? See, they don't, that respect factor, that's something I really want to get into the heads of our sisters today. I'm a man. There's only so much I can do, but they're gonna have to start valuing respect more, because that is a currency that is far more powerful than anything on your body, okay? As far as the way you look, you will never have as much respect or power from the men and the women and the children in your community than you would if you carried yourself with some type of upstanding decency. You ain't gonna get that type of power on OnlyFans, twerking, drinking, being smoked out, all this kind of stuff. That's not what gets you the respect like that. See, let me tell you something right now. When you think about the Dr. Francis Chris Wilsons and the Shahrazad Ali, so on and so forth like that, the Fannie Lou Hamers, those were women that if they had something to say and they were around a large audience of our men, all of us would drop what we're doing from all walks of life and pay attention to that sister. You hear me? Don't you know that's the one reason why they really don't want any competent Black teachers that are women in the schools? They definitely don't want no foundational Black American men and male teachers in the school. That's very important. Shout out to my good brother, Dr. Abdullah, on the All Things Education official channel. Yeah, that's a good brother right there, man. Got a lot of solid content over there. He is an actual doctor and an educator. If any of you have questions or concerns about your children, that's the brother to talk to right there. I'm going to have to do a Twitter space with that brother and get him up there so y'all can speak to him. I'm going to have to reach out to him and see what his schedule looking like so we can put that together. See, one thing about me, my network of people over here, I always try to use that to help the community. This platform is not about me showing off. We have a good time over here. Y'all see the ignorance I can get into from time to time when people provoke me. But this is about helping my community. It is not about me. Okay, it's a lot I could be doing on this channel, showing off this, showing off that. But I choose not to do that type of content. So with that said, family, we're going to get started analyzing our lessons here tonight. And I think everybody's going to get something from this. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started.
Sister Souljah does not own a gun, has not shot or killed anyone, did not invade Grenada, Panama, Nicaragua, Kuwait, or Angola. Sister Souljah has not ever ordered the National Guard into anyone's community, has not made drug deals with Noriega. Sister Souljah has never been a member of a terrorist organization, has no history of crime whatsoever, has never lynched white people, burned crosses on their lawn, or hung them from trees. Sister Souljah has not systematically denied people the right to study and enjoy their culture in the so-called public educational system. Sister Souljah did not send the Haitians back to Haiti as though they were subhuman. Sister Souljah did not kill the native Indians under the guise of friendship. Sister Souljah did not cause or inspire police brutality, did not beat Rodney King or shoot Philip Pennell, never shot a little white girl in the head for stealing orange juice and killed her and let her murderers go free. Sister Souljah did not vote on the Simi Valley jury and let criminal cops go free. Sister Souljah did not create the economic conditions of South Central Los Angeles or any other urban area for that matter, did not create an environment of insecurity that forced young Black men into gangs. Therefore, we can conclude that Sister Souljah is not a racist, nor is any other African leader or African person in this world able to be a racist because they do not have the power to collectively and systematically beat down and destroy white people, European people. Does not have the power to deny it all, refuse to discuss it, and silence, intimidate, harass, and hunt down those who take a stand and fight back. Yes, I am angry, which means that I am sane. Only an uneducated and misguided African person would not be angry at the racist white transgressions of this society.
Now, you heard our good sister, Sister Souljah there, spitting facts, nothing but the truth. For those that are too young to know, the significance of that address that she just gave was because of good old William Jefferson Clinton, as better known as Bill Clinton. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, you know, that Bill Clinton. He came out and said some very disparaging things about our sister at that time, and she had to go ahead and address that. Now, this is what I want young foundational Black American freedmen girls to take from this broadcast if you're over here listening, and non-FBA girls. Let me tell you something. You see how that woman was articulating herself? You see how intelligently and eloquently she was speaking? Don't you understand that even though you couldn't see it, the brothers that were there around her as her security, if you would have sneezed wrong in her direction, they would have lit their asses up. You understand me? They wouldn't have let nothing happen to that sister. Now, why am I bringing this up? Let's go here. If you look at our sister, you can see that she was somewhat heavy set, but because she has respect of the people in the community, the brothers was going to protect her just the same. So her looks, she didn't have no BBL or none of that. She was going to be protected regardless because of the type of woman that she carried herself as, okay? An educator, author, teacher, activist, okay? Furthermore, I let that clip play because for those in the tether class is always talking about, you're divisive, you're divisive. Let me tell you something. I let it play to condemn all of you for the liars that you are, because for the longest time in our history, we were all about the inclusion of everybody's Black, everybody's African. That's what we were doing until we realized that a lot of you were like, nah, y'all not really African, this, that, the third. Those that are here, the tether class is who I'm talking to. And I let her play those words because she's not the only one that referred to our people as a whole as African, okay? She did. I wanted everybody to hear that. So for those that are talking about we were so divisive, no. My question is, why is it that if you say foundational Black American freedmen are so divisive for delineation, why is it that you're not towing the line that Sister Souljah was towing when she was saying, hey, no matter where you from, I see you all as one global African family? See, this is how you deal with them. I'm going to educate you over here tonight. I'm going to show you how to deal with this. So I let that play for a reason. And we're not done yet because a lot of you probably saw me play this clip before. But see, for the young foundational Black American freedmen boys that are listening to this, okay, because that's really the main audience that I'm trying to reach here tonight with this broadcast. I want you to watch this clip and listen to it because some people, unfortunately, don't have their fathers in their lives, okay? And that's a rough situation. I can't relate to it. However, you sisters, if you're in that situation, whether you're a widow or whether your situation just didn't work out, whatever the case may be, you better make sure that you're putting these types of things in front of those young Black boys' faces and getting them around uncles, grandfathers, older brothers, cousins, whatever they got that can instruct them in the way of manhood that they're going to have to grow into. I'm going to play this. This is from the 60s also. And see, this is the type of attitude that we're supposed to have as males, okay? Notice that Sister Souljah wasn't talking about no gender banging. And this brother you're about to hear here speaking isn't going to be talking about any gender banging. See, in the beginning of the Civil Rights Movement, the Black Power movement, when they saw how unified our people were, them folks, okay, they said, oh, no, no, this isn't going to work. We're going to have to come in between them and start dividing them up and separating them and turning one against the other, elevating one here, elevating one there. You see, you got to understand who our adversary is and why they're operating the way they operate, okay? We're going to make that very clear here tonight, and we're going to start taking some tethers to task, and we're going to take some of our own tasks over here that's all code tonight. I got a lot to get to. So I'm going to let this play, and I'm not going to give any commentary on it. I want y'all to take notes.
Because white people think they're better than black people, and they want to oppress us, and they want us to allow ourselves to be oppressed.
This is the big, I agree with you perfectly. This is the basic problem.
Then what do you
that
want
white
to talk to me
people
about?
think they're better
What's
than
that I can
others.
do? I can't solve the problem. You guys pull the strings that close schools. You guys draw the boundaries that keep our kids restricted to the ghetto. You guys write up the restrictive covenants that keep us out of houses. So it's up to you to talk to your brothers and your sisters and persuade them that they have a responsibility. We've assumed ours for over 400 years, and we're tired of this kind of stuff now. We're not going to suffer patiently anymore. No more turning the other cheek, no more blessing our enemies, no more praying for those who despitefully use us. We're going to show you that we've learned the lessons you've taught us. We've studied your history, and you did not take over this country by singing "We Shall Overcome." You did not gain control of the world like you have it now by dealing fairly with a man and keeping your word. You're treaty breakers, you're liars, you're thieves, you rape entire continents and races of people. Then you wonder why these very people don't have any confidence or trust in you. Your religion means nothing. Your law is a farce, and we see it every day. You demonstrated it in Alabama. And I can say you because you're part of the whole system. You profit from it. In fact, you make your living from it. You couldn't walk around and talk to people, stand up in your pulpit on Sunday and preach nice little songs and say, now we're going to give thanks to the Lord for he is good and oh Jesus be among us. As far as we're concerned, your Jesus is contaminated, just like everything else you tried to force upon us is contaminated. So you can have him.
Now, you heard that brother speaking to that suspected white supremacist that he was talking to, and look how he was doing it. See, let me say this to young foundational Black American freedmen boys that happen to be listening to this broadcast. If you stumble across it on the playback, that's how a man handles business when he's speaking. Notice the brother was looking him directly in his eye. He wasn't saying it stuttering. He wasn't shuckling and jiving. Yes, boss. Well, oh no, now, can't we all just get along? No. He looked him dead in his eye and told him the truth, which is one of the core cornerstones that manhood is based on. Being able to tell the truth, no matter who has a problem with it, okay? Notice also that brother's appearance. He was a barber by trade. Look how sharp his hairline was and everything, and his facial grooming. Now, why am I bringing that up? Just like I said at the beginning of the broadcast when I was addressing the clowning that I was giving that Ghanaian tether on my X account, he was trying to tell me that I don't know my people and just coming up with all this other foolishness. You can see the exchange we had because I'm going to be going into detail about that soon here. But here's the deal. That right there is a long-standing tradition amongst foundational Black American men, especially if you came up in a family that had, some type of decency about it. They won't let you go out of the house looking any kind of way. See, let me go ahead and make it plain for those who keep talking about, oh, we can't tell our own people. No, yes, we can. Because, see, just like every culture around the world, our culture is unique. And one of the things about foundational Black American freedmen, men and women, we don't play that just rolling out the bed, walking outside crap. We couldn't just go outside without our hair combed or a decent haircut or whatever. Look, there's an old saying in the South. You might be poor, but you can always be clean. I know a lot of y'all probably heard that from region to region, but it definitely is a saying down here. So that means that even if it was a family that wasn't well-to-do, they still had dignity and pride in how they carried themselves. When you look at a lot of these little goofy streamers, I'm going to piss some people off, the iShow Speeds, the Kaiser Knots, whoever you want to name. And I'm not saying all of them are like that, but the ones that basically try to coon and buffoon for them folks, look at their appearance a lot of times. Look at how they act. They sit up there and they don't have any attachment to their family, their ancestral homelands, heroes. See, what I showed you here tonight, that's a part of foundational Black American freedmen history. See, we ain't going to get out here cooning, the greater majority of us are not going to get out here cooning and buffooning like that because we take pride in who we are. We value the sacrifice of our ancestors. When we sit here and we think about all the things they went through, whether they were people like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, K. Ida B. Wells, Dr. Francis Cress Wells, and so on and so forth. When we think about what they went through, then we start to look at what our own personal family members went through. We wouldn't disrespect our people by jumping on live streams and just being a doggone clown for everybody. See, there's a way if you're going to be comedic on these streams and get your money. I want to see young people get the bag. I do. Dire straits they're in right now. However, as the old cliche saying goes, all money is not good money. I'm going to explain what I mean by that because a lot of young people may not understand when you say that. Let me talk to you. And I'm saying this to young black men and women, no matter your lineage. Whatever you do to earn a living, whatever you do to make your money, let it be something that when you get out of bed in the morning and look yourself in the mirror, you're proud of what you see. Don't let it be something that you're doing where just to deal with the shame of what you're doing because you know it's something degrading. You got to get drunk. You got to get high. It's something that you really don't want your family knowing you're doing. Don't do that. It's not worth it. Have more faith in your own talent than that and be willing to grind and get to where you're going with your integrity intact because, see, you got to understand something. Now, in the era of the internet, what you put up here is going to be forever, okay? Don't let it be something where if you have children down the line, they're going to have to be embarrassed because somebody can pull up their mama doing XYZ or pull up their father making a jackass out of himself. See, let me tell you something. The Big Groove dude. Oh, yeah, I'm going there because, you know, he first called himself the Grooving Gorilla. Now, I don't know if he has any children. But you think about him running around making a jackass out of himself. And you think about if he's got a little boy. We're going to go here. I want y'all to hear this. Think about if he has a little boy and he's thinking, oh, the white people love me because they laugh at what I do. When really they're looking at you like, yeah, look at your big goofy minstrel behind. And then they start to talk about your little boy when you're not around. Yeah, you know, your dad, that big goofy, big groove guy, the big grooving gorilla. Yeah. Go ahead and do what your dad does. Now imagine how embarrassed your son going to be. Your son's not going to be proud of you. He's going to resent you. See, as men, we should carry ourselves where when the next little boy is looking at us, whether he's in our presence or not, he can say, you know what? I want to be like that man right there. I want to be like him when I grow up. That's somebody I want to pattern my life by after. That's somebody where if they're willing to teach me, I'm going to go learn from them. See, your integrity and your reputation matters and it precedes you and it will outlive you long after you're gone from here. Live the type of life, whether you a black man or a black woman, no matter your lineage, you should strive to live the type of life where your very memory inspires people. You think about the reverence that we speak of when we talk about Malcolm X, when we talk about, okay, Martin Luther King, Dr. John Henry Clark. Okay, you think about the reverence that we have for these people and that what they inspire in us. Not just because they were grandmaster teachers, but because they were not sellouts and they carried themselves with dignity. Even those that are outside of our lineage, like Dr. Joseph Ben Yakinen, okay? Dr. Tony Martin, another non-LBA brother, but he was a brilliant man, fiercely spoke the truth. Oh, they hated Dr. Tony Martin because, boy, he gave them small heads the business, boy. Ah, man, let me tell you something. I had one of his old broadcasts up on here, boy. They're like, boy, you can't have that up here. You know what? I think I'm going to try to upload that to Patreon. I think that's one of the things I'm going to try to put over there. And I want y'all to listen to Dr. Tony Martin's lecture. Boy, he was giving them small heads the blues because everything he was talking about, he made it simple to understand and you can look it up. I said all that to say this. My point is, we can tell who our people are just because you come out there and you just say, hey, I'm Black American and let me go here. The Black American thing by itself, that does include immigrants that come over here and say, hey, I'm Black American. And what I was telling a little Goofy on X, I said, listen, man, you can say that on paper, but if one of your parents is an LBA and you wasn't born here, then you're not of our lineage. See, they all trying to blend in with us, and what they're trying to do is give their little goofies like the Kai Cenats, etc., cover by saying they're Black American. No, they're not. They're Black American on paper, but they are not like us. They are not of our lineage. And you're not going to crowbar your way in there. See, here's another thing, too, to you tellers, man, because this is a sad state of mind to be in. I clown them all the time, but I really look at it as very pathetic for the males to do this because you're supposed to be the ones that inspire courage and inspiration in your people. when you're trying to say that, hey, this tether, that tether is Black American, and you know they're not, and we clearly know they're not, what happened to that whole, well, you know, we not like you, we this, we that, you Ghanaian American, Nigerian American, et cetera, et cetera? What happened to that? See, it's schizophrenia. Which one are you going? You can't have it both ways. Which one is it? Either we all like you or we not, and we're not, because we have a different lineage. We had an ethnogenesis. We have African ancestry, okay, but that's not who we are. We're not, most of us are not culturally African. Now, I do speak several African languages because of my travels over the years. Okay, there's people that know that very well about me. Okay, I speak multiple African languages. All right, so if you talk crazy around me as one of my hey, you might get surprised. I'm gonna talk to you back in your language and make it look like a fool. But see, this is what you must understand. For the most part, most foundational Black American freedmen don't know anything about the culture of the continent. Now, they probably visited and learned things, but none of us have citizenship over there. We weren't born over there. This is our homeland, okay? So don't ever try to dictate to us who our people are and who our people are not. And we can tell just by looking, because let's keep it a buck. If we go to their homelands, they can tell we're not them. Some of us can blend in to a certain degree, but the minute we open our mouths, you gonna know. And I'm gonna tell you right like this. If you like me, I'm not trying to brag, but everywhere I go, especially if I'm going out of state to another country, whatever, I'm gonna be very well dressed, okay? That's just a calling card for me. That's how I grew up, all right? I'm gonna be very well groomed, very well dressed, gonna have on some nice cologne. Our swag is completely different from y'all. A lot of time, man, people, you show up in these other countries, they know you Black American before you even say anything. Just because we carry ourselves in a very unique fashion, okay? We have a rich and deep history, and our culture is unique. Now, let me say this to anybody that's listening that's non-FBA, and I'm going to say this to the tethers, too, because there's a difference between the tether class and the on-code non-FBA brothers and sisters. Particularly to you tethers, though. What is this thing that you have where you are so afraid to be proud of where you from and to claim your culture? What's that going on with you? Because, see, that's not our problem. That's a self-esteem issue you have, and it's one that's easily solved. Because if I know the history of a lot of your icons and people that should be heroes to you, for example, I gave y'all in the last broadcast a name of a Kenyan brother by the name of Dedan Kimathi. Okay, he was one of the Mau Mau leaders. Look his history up and tell me you listen. Look his history up, and you tell me that you wouldn't look at that and say, yeah, that was a hell of a man right there. He put his life on the line for his people's freedom, and he didn't back down like no punk. Even when it comes to the women, the great Winnie Mandela. Let me tell you something, dude. If you ever have to do a bid and you down, that's the kind of woman that you want riding for you right there. Huh? Our historical icons, you have counterparts from your own homelands if you cared enough about them to look up the history and use it to motivate you instead of practicing tribalism. Because, see, I'm going to tell you who the equivalent over here of Winnie Mandela would be. The wife of Medgar Evers. Oh, yeah, I'm going there. Oh, we got to give this sister her flowers. Yes, we do. Let me tell you something. They murdered our brother and her husband, Medgar Evers. Killed this man in cold blood when he was trying to just go to his family. That sister did not stop fighting to get justice for her husband until she got it. Damn it, don't you tell me that nobody can define what love is, because that's it right there. Not only is that love, that's respect. That's the type of women that men will put their lives on the line for. You hear me? Not the women that's on OnlyFans and twerking, and the only thing you know how to do is bend over and do the Ice Spice pose and all of that. No, ain't nobody gonna protect you if you doing that. Be that kind of woman, huh? Be that kind of woman. So that's my message of encouragement to the tethers, man. Start looking at your historical icons. And if you're going to have so much to say about what we do, how about you stop trying to tell us what to do and follow our example? You see the history we got over here. We don't sit here and let these white supremacists run us over. It ain't going to, we the minority in this country. And right now, from state to state over here in America, I'm going to tell you, even in the states where we in the single digits, which I do not recommend, There is no situation where you're going to see a foundational black American freedman standing looking crazy while them folks is slapping us and bopping us upside the head. When you the majority in some of your countries and them folks come over there, it's one or two of them and they beating out 10, 12 of y'all. I'm like, man, if y'all don't jump this fool, huh? You the majority in your country and they telling you where you can't go. So to the little Ghanaian, tell the brother, you need to go over there and fix your homeland. Don't worry about my people. We got this. We over here in our homeland. We'll go visit other places, but we come back here. I'm not nesting over in Ghana. And by the way, speaking of Ghana, before I move on from that, I really didn't hit him what I could have hit him with on Twitter, because sometimes I do try to restrain myself because he's a little giblet, little young fella, okay? I call him a little giblet. Y'all know my term. Y'all hear that somewhere else, you know you got it from his southern term. Anyway, you are a Ghanaian immigrant in Indiana, and then you so enamored with foundational black American freedmen women. Let me ask you something. If you got all the sense and you know everything and y'all doing so much better than us, then why is there a section of Ghana called Kumerica? Kumasi, Ghana? Oh, don't get me started. I've been to your country. Yes, I have. I've been to your country. Not as a tourist, neither. I know people over there. Y'all better watch who you talking to, man, because I can embarrass you. Look that up. Kumasi, Ghana. Kumasa. They call it Kumerica. Why do they call it that? I'm just going to go ahead and tell it. Anybody that's been over there, you know I'm not lying about what I'm saying, whether you Ghanaian or not. They're running around basically in the early 2000s fashion trying to copy our style of his foundation of black Americans. I'm not being facetious. I'm telling you right now. I can prove what I'm saying too, but that broadcast isn't about that tonight. I'm just saying you go look it up and do your own research. Let me tell you something, family. Here's the sad and yet kind of hilarious thing about it. They'll tell us we don't have a culture, but yet you steady trying to emulate what you think our culture is. Even when it comes to the negative aspects. In that place that I just named, do you know they got Ghanaians running around talking about they Bloods and Crips? You ain't never been to LA or no city where nobody gangbang. And you talking about you Bloods and Crips. Now, this is the foolishness you can't make up. I'm going to tell you like this. Tell us, stay in your lane. Don't play with well-traveled people like me. Because, see, I can put you on blast and roast you, but I can also give you facts that'll hurt your feelings and make you be quiet. Nonetheless, we're going to move right along, family. We got some business we got to take care of here. Oh, I got something I got to show you. Oh, yeah. Because, see, a lot of people been running their miles here lately, and a lot of our people are like, nope, enough is enough. Now it's time to check you and put you back in your place. And that's exactly what's going on regarding the discussion around hip-hop and the creation of it. And see, for a lot of people that's like, well, what do it matter? No, it does matter because, see, when people start trying to erase you from your culture, they're trying to erase you physically next. All you have to do is study what happened to the Native Americans, study what happened to the original Australians, which was once an all-black country, study what happened to the Argentinians, okay? They wiped all the black people up out of there. I can go on and on around the world and name you instances where when people start attacking your culture, the next part is to wipe you out and assume your identity. This is what they do. Think about it. You think I'm wrong? What do most of these pretendians do today? Most of these are $5 Indians. People like Elizabeth or Warren talking about what tribe they from in the Native American. Where? Huh? They wipe you out, then assume your identity. Look at Australia. Bunch of white people. Good eye, mate. Bunch of white people talking about the Australians. No, you're not. You a parasite on that land. You got all the Aboriginal people funneled off into them little shanty towns over there. And then here's the messed up thing about Australia. I'm going to give y'all some homework to do before we move on tonight. Check this out. I want you to Google, and I'm going to say the N-word because I'm trying to keep this as PG as I can tonight. I want you to Google the N-word. Google N-word creek in Australia. In fact, just Google N-word in Australia. And I want you to see what all pop up. That's a little bit of homework for you to do down there. Now, you probably, when you see this, you're going to be like, wait a minute. What are these? Because they're basically British people. That's what they are. Okay, British parasites. When you see that example there, the results from that homework I gave you to do, you're probably going to say, well, why would they be saying that particular word and they're not even from here? That's a lesson that shows you that white supremacy is global, okay? White supremacy is global. But let y'all look that up, though. You going to see, because see, your brother, I done been all over this planet, man. I done been all over this place, and I've had the blessing to be able to learn a lot of good things, and I've had the blessing to be able to witness firsthand a lot of negative things. So when it comes to telling me about what's going on in other places, man, you better make sure you got your facts straight, because I can walk you down chapter and verse of what's going on now, and I can take you on back to what was going on that made things that way, okay? I just wanted to go ahead and let you know that, but we're going to go ahead and get into what we got to deal with here regarding this hip-hop conversation. Been some very interesting events that have occurred surrounding that, and you're going to see it's been some straightening here. And see, let me say this before we get started. Don't ever let anybody gaslight you and make you feel like you telling the truth or not letting them lie on you and claim credit for things that they don't deserve is you being divisive. If that's what the definition of divisive is going to have to be, then damn it, we just got to stay divided. In order for me to get along with you, I got to let you lie on me and disrespect me? No, I don't want no unity with nothing like that. No sane person would. So we're going to get into analyze some things here. We're going to start breaking some stuff down because we got a lot to cover here tonight, family. Let's get to it.
Like I'm reading this thing. I'm reading this this is from the LA Times.
And by the way, before we get to that, I almost forgot. This is what I'm about to show you before we get to what I was talking about. This is some more of our history. It's more recent. Y'all gonna know this actor here that's gonna be talking. All right, this was on Jay Leno's Tonight Show when he had it at the time. I want y'all to listen to our groundbreaking pioneers, like this actor that you're gonna see here. Everybody knows him. Everybody probably loves him. Probably find him very funny. I do as well. Legend in the comedy game. I want you to listen to this and then ask yourself this question. Where is the tether class version of this brother right here?
Review, it says, the most intriguing aspect of Boomerang turns out not its story, but its racial composition. It says, this takes pains to create a reverse world from which white people are invisible. Now,
Oh yeah, this cat in the LA Times was tripping because there were no there were white people in the movie, but there were no white leads in it. And he take a picture like Boys in the Hood. No one tripped about that because it was, a movie that dealt with like a violent thing, but
Right.
regular thing, and it was business. Or we're the white people. Who's running that office? That kind of. So when you get that type of criticism, you can't really trip on it. Or if someone's reviewing a movie and they're tripping on me, personally, I don't even.
well,
get
it's a cultural
that
bias. It's the type of thing where people say they're not used to seeing black artists in these roles, so it seems odd to them. But I would say,
Well, you better get used to it, because I ain't going no place. I ain't going no place.
and I saw Batman. I didn't see any black people in Batman.
No.
I
They
didn't.
had penguins and cat women. They could have had a brother with a limp or something, Put that
So now, you heard our good brother Eddie Murphy speaking on the accomplishment of Boomerang, that movie at the time. And if you're a young person never seen that, I think that's a movie you would still like to this day. It's an older movie to your generation, but you heard the points the brother Eddie Murphy was making. At that time, that was one of the only movies with a greater majority all black cast. And the premise of the movie, you had black people that were about their business, and it wasn't no white folks running around telling them what to do. And see, when you look at the hypocrisy of white supremacy in the Hollywood industry, at that time, I remember that criticism, okay? I remember that criticism. It was going on, ranting and raving about everything that the brother Eddie Murphy was saying. But see, here's the thing that they don't realize. Look at all the movies that you've come out with where black people are an afterthought. We're in the background. It might be one or two little niggas you let try to cross the screen, or you got to be in a servant position or a clown position. Okay, we had to sit and endure all of that. The minute that you see some of our people in roles that are dignified, in lead roles that are not clowns and not buffoons and not criminals, oh, the sky is falling. Oh, they're losing their mind. Huh? And see, I'm going to ask this question again. Where is the version of Eddie Murphy in all these different groups? And I'm talking not just continental African or Caribbean, because I know you have people, but where are those of you, your stars on that level? Global household names. Let me tell you something, man. See, this is where we have to pop our collars, Foundation of Black American Freedmen. We have icons, whether they are related to our academics, our entertainers, our athletes, where they can go anywhere in the world where people don't even speak a drop of English and people know who they are. So when those of you in the tether class start disrespecting us, I'm like, do you really want to play this game? Do you really want to play, okay, who's putting up more points on the global cultural scoreboard to the point where when you go somewhere, people recognize who you are instantly? I got to go here with it too. I've told y'all this many times. You don't even have to be as famous as Eddie Murphy. All you have to do is be a Black American and go travel abroad. You see how they treat you. And see, let me go here because you you think this is something that people don't know. Well, I know because I travel a lot and I travel often. The only thing that slowed my travel down was that pandemic. When it came, I had to stay stationary for a minute because it's wise to travel. Let me tell you something. I know about how a lot of y'all try to play and pretend like you Black Americans abroad because when they find out that you Black American, they treat you better than they would if you told them that you were Nigerian, Ghanaian, whatever the case may be. Oh, I know about it. I've seen you do it. Huh? Now, that's messed up that that's that way, but it is because there is a bit of truth to that. There is. So when you start popping your guns over here trying to get disrespectful, just know that some of us actually see what you do abroad, too. You can't fool all of us. This whole thing, see, they're so mad about that where we can spot them and tell who they are. Wait a minute. They think because they have the same skin tone that they can just blend in. No, it's certain things that you do, certain things that you say, certain habits that you have that you obsess over. I'll give you some basics. There's nothing wrong with it because it's a sport. It's entertaining. Great sport. But a lot of y'all are obsessed over soccer. Man, let me tell you something. Most of us, you got people over here that's kind of into it, but they call that football, okay, abroad. All right. But we're not really into it like that. So it's certain little things that we sit and watch like, yeah, your family probably not from around here. And again, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just speaking facts. We can tell you apart. You're not fooling us, okay? You're going to have to get over that. You're not fooling us at all. We know our people. We know who they are and who they're not. I'm going to tell you what you're so afraid of, though. You see all of our people on code more than we've ever been, and you see how we're able to get things done and accomplished. And what you're afraid of is that now, whereas we've carried you all this time in this country, now you're going to have to do things for yourself. And you shouldn't have a problem with that. I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't have a problem with that. See, like the old folks used to say, you better watch the words that come out of your mouth because tomorrow, you just might have to eat those same words. Haven't you spent all this time telling my people, foundational Black American freedmen, because them folks told you that you so much better than us and you not like us? Haven't you spent all this time telling my people how much smarter than us you are? Oh, we lazy. You be saying the same thing to white. Y'all ever notice that? All their talking points come straight from the white supremacists. Okay, cool. We let you do your own thing. Now everybody crying and like, hey, man, no, dude, we all Black American. And then all these leaps of logic they trying to do, they keep talking about people in Liberia, FBA. No, you're not. Because if you wasn't born over here on American soil and one of your parents is an FBA, no, you're not us. Now, let's deal with that Liberia thing. Yes, we know the history of Liberia, but we've had an ethnogenesis. Yes, you are not the same as us. If you are from that group of people that went over there, you're not FBA no more. All that time done passed. See what it is? They know we're going to get these reparations, so they're trying to figure a way to worm their way into our reparations claim. That's just not going to happen. We're not going to let you do that. It ain't no scamming your way into our lineage. It's just not going to happen, okay? It's not. So I'm just letting it be known. This is a brand new day. It is what it is. And I saw the brother Bruce saying, he just looked up that information I gave y'all on Australia. Yeah, it's wild. I recommend everybody check that out. It's going to really shock you. Yeah. Salute to the good brother Dad Miller TV and my Lieutenant Tam Chan. I see y'all in here. Hot Tub Tony 77. I see you. Everybody else is joining us. But see, family, we're not done by sight tonight because see, we're going to drive this point home in a way where nobody's really going to be able to argue with what I'm saying here because see, now it's time to get to the part where we got to do some straightening. I'm gonna play some things, and a lot of this has been in the news cycle here lately, but let me tell you something. When foundational Black American freedmen, men and women, get on code across generations, when you tell us, pick your little head up and forget who made it possible for you to have a plate to eat off of, and you start telling us we don't have no culture and start talking crazy to us, we can show you how quickly that hospitality that we have, we can snatch that hospitality right back, and now you're looking crazy. Oh, we got some examples of that coming right up.
Dear white people, this video is for you. I am in Africa, and your relatives who come to Africa to either visit or to stay, they are treated with love, dignity, and respect. In fact, they walk around, nobody bothers them. They don't bother anybody. But if we flip the coin on the other side, in your country, black versus white, it is the opposite.
Now, I want you to listen to this brother right here. A lot of y'all probably saw this, but I'm playing this for a reason. This is an example of a continental African brother that's not a tether. I'm going to say it again. This is an example of a continental African brother that's not a tether. He got his head on his shoulders. He got common sense. I have plenty of friends like that, okay, from all different walks of life, all different countries on the continent, okay? I'm playing this before we get to the meat of what we're going to discuss here. I want y'all to listen to what he's saying because he's got sense enough to notice a big difference in how them folks treat them when they come over there versus when they go to their countries. This is something you tethers could stand to learn from. And see, here's the thing I always teach my people. There's no power in deceiving yourself and living a lie. You get power from the truth. This is why I always pride myself on telling the truth about things on this channel and any platform that I'm on. You get your power from embracing the truth and dealing with reality. Because see, when you start lying to yourself, you're not dealing with reality. And when you're not dealing with reality, that leaves you vulnerable to a great many things, okay? It really does. I want y'all to listen to what the rest of this young brother says, because he got his head on straight. I wish more of the tellers would take notes from him.
Now, in Africa, you cannot pull up a case where a white person was chased down and killed by a black person. You will not pull up a case where a white person was pulled up by a cop and shot dead. You will not pull up a case where a white person was for some reason killed because of hate. You will not. And in your country, black people, they're always, not all of them, always pulled up by cops for unknown reasons. Sometimes they can be chased down and killed like a stray dog. Now, would I be wrong to say that hate is rooted deep in your hearts? Would I be wrong to say that you get hate right from your birth? You're born with hate. Most of you say, no, hate is something you learn. But remember, your great-grandparents did despicable things to people, hateful things. And you, the great-grandchildren, still carry on this hate. Would I be wrong to say that hate is rooted deep in your heart? Now, not every single one of you is bad, but the few apples that gaslight racism and hate and make it look like it does not really exist and make every single one of you look bad. Remember, your great-grandparents did despicable things. It is your duty to stand against hate and racism. It is your duty to make sure that you show a difference between you and your great-grandparents. But whenever you gaslight the issue and make it look like it doesn't exist, it proves to me that hate is rooted deep in your heart. It proves to me that you don't even care. You just keep hating and hating, and you don't even have a reason why you hate people. It's very absurd. In Africa, you will not find a white person being lynched because he's white. You will not find a place in Africa where a white person is pulled up by a cop and shot dead for unknown reasons. You will not in Africa find a white person being killed and for some reasons people say, oh, he was a thug, or he was whatever. If he's killed for some reasons, which I'm not sure if there has ever been, because I know there has never been, but if there's ever been, it was because they did something. But in your country, every single day something comes up on the news for whatever reason, and every single time they keep saying it is not true. The black man was wrong. I don't know what is wrong with y'all.
Let me tell you something. The brothers and sisters that are not of our lineage, I can build with people that have that mindset right there. That's who I would look at and call a brother, because he has sense enough not to get information about our people over here, Foundation of Black American Freedmen, from movies and music and entertainment, which is the dumbest thing ever. This brother actually looks at the news. He's probably got Black American friends, and he has the ability to critically think, and he probably knows a little bit about not only our history, but the history in whatever country he's from. See, that's how you get somewhere. That's the people that you can have some unity with right there, that have that type of mindset. Those are the people that I look at and call extended family, okay? And see, that mindset right there, the only thing I would correct my brother on is, let's just not call it hate. Let's call it what it is. It's white supremacy. Hate is what they practice, but white supremacy is the religion that drives the hate, okay? Oh, yes. And see, if you're over here on this channel and you're looking on my community tab, you know I just added 3 new additions to my home libraries. And that second one, if you go and look at my community tab, I recommend all of y'all get that one. Let me tell you something, man. That is a deep read. The books, all 3 of them are written by a white dude. But see, every now and again, you can find some white authors that pretty much go way off code as far as exposing the mentality and the psychology of their people. Let me tell you something. I highly recommend that y'all get that second book. Where I listed those 3 books on my community tab, get that second one. Every one of y'all need to check that out, okay? For those of you that actually do read, okay? Because I know some people that listen, some of y'all just still into color books and crayons and stuff. Not the majority of my audience, but some of y'all, I noticed some people would come over there on that community tab and ask crazy questions. I'm like, brother, it's right in front of your face. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to get out of that, man. And I'm going to mess with you too. Y'all keep that up, man. I done told y'all. I'm going to start doing a series on people that don't read stuff. Reading is fundamental. Don't live up to that stereotype of, if you want to hide something from an N-word, put it in a book, okay? But I digress. Got some straightening the handle here. I'll play that clip for a reason, because, see, let me tell you something. A lot of the tethers like Busta Rhymes, oh, we going there. Yes, we are. Oh, we finna deal with him. We finna deal with Trevor. Oh, Trevor, we finna deal with you, boy. For the longest, you've been very disrespectful. I remember you in Leaders of the New School when you was a little scrawny, a little brat there. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't eating too good, but our people took you in. We embraced you. Over the years, you developed your craft. You became a very talented lyricist, but somewhere along the line, Buster, you decided to go and disrespect my people. And you forgot that when you're a guest in someone's home, it is always wise to carry yourself with some type of decorum. A lot of them, the Fat Joes, the Busta Rhymes, etc., they've lost their damn mind. That's okay, though. We're going to deal with that. Oh, yes, sir. We are going to deal with it here tonight.
Hey, yo, peace, family. What's good? Lord Jamal Law in the motherfucking house. You heard? Listen, man. You know, I didn't even post for the last few days. I didn't even put up no receipts for the last few days. But people still coming at me, you know, want to say little shit in comments and make little posts trying to, you know, virtual signal and act like I'm some sort of xenophobe and all that. So this is what I propose, right? Let's do some hip hop shit. Hip hop is based around battles and all that type of shit, right? Hip hop has certain elements of the 5% nation incorporated into it. That's why we talk about having ciphers, rhyme ciphers right now. But really, ciphers started as an educational tool. We would stand in a cipher and we would test each other's knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. So that's what I propose we do right now, okay? ASAP, I would like to host a stream where all the key players in this conversation come together and have a civilized conversation where we not name call each other and all of this type of stuff, but we civilly come together and present our case, present our evidence, okay? And whoever wins at the end of this should receive an apology from the loser, and the loser should go on to correct themselves heretofore and never speak of whatever they felt their position was at the time. And we'll
now let me pause this and say this about our good brother Lord Jamar. I want to keep track of if this actually happens because see, I'd be surprised if they took the brother up on his offer because he's named some of the people that's going to be, that he's talking to that's been talking about him. And a lot of y'all probably seen who some of them are. Okay. I'd be surprised if they take the brother up on his offer because see, we know the history of what we're talking about is accurate. So when you have the truth on your side, you don't have nothing to hide. You don't have nothing to fear. You'll speak the truth as it is. I don't think they're going to take him up on that because they know they don't have the truth on their side. They know that everything they're going to have to do is make up things. See, it's one thing, and this is why I shout out my good brother Tariq Nasheed for being right on time with that documentary Microphone Check. If you haven't seen that, it's going to be in the theaters here, coming back up nationwide. Check the website for the different dates and see if it's in a city near you. If you don't already have the DVD or the Blu-ray, okay? Let me tell you something. That movie was right on time because it would be one thing if none of the pioneers were still here where they could just make that lie up. Do you know how hard it would be to debunk that if he didn't get all the pioneers of hip-hop, as many as he could get in there stating what the truth actually is? Huh? See, when you got the originators or something telling you, hey, this is how it began, you can't really argue with that in good faith. There's no way around that. This is why those tethers are hot. Let me tell you why, in case you don't really understand why that's such a big deal to them. See, I've said this many times. I saw when hip hop was really starting to take off commercially in the early 90s, okay? Let me tell you something. One of the things that I noticed when the few little white folks started gravitating to it because you had your Vanilla Ices, your Third Bases, who, by the way, they got their asses checked for a lot of disrespect over years too. When you had the different ones coming in there, the Snows and all of that, okay, Informer, yeah, a lot of y'all probably don't remember that song, 93 or what have you. Look him up, okay? If you into that, you be like, yeah, okay, it was an right little song. Here's the deal. A lot of them, the people that was listening to that, the white children at the time, white Gen Xers, they did not like the identity that they had because they just keep it a buck. They was in the suburbs. They was bored as hell, bland, boring, okay, alabaster life. Then here comes this hip hop. It's got energy. It's got vibrance. You got your friends that you going to school with. You seeing them doing all these complex dance. They having a good time, okay? It's actually connected to our history. They started trying to latch on to that because they didn't have an identity. I'm gonna give you further proof of what I'm saying. I'm finna make some people mad, but it is what it is. I really don't care. When the movie Friday came out, the first one, oh, y'all know I'm finna go there. I'm finna make them all mad. Funny movie. Everybody enjoyed it. It is a classic to this day. A cult classic, if you will. All right? Family, everybody that's of my lineage that was in here, or whether you're not, y'all know that what I'm about to say is the truth. Remember after that movie came out, and the next day you went around your white friends or what have you, or your white, acquaintances, what all of them was trying to do? Huh? Talk to me. What all of them was trying to do? Every one of them memorized all the lines from Friday. Every one of them was running up, trying to talk about smoking weed and everything. All of them. See, look, I'm gonna be very blunt with this. A lot of them took that movie and the hood, air quotes, became this magical playground where there's a bunch of Negroes just having the time of their lives, and they adopted their identity to that. White people weren't the only ones that did it, though. Oh, no. You had the Asians doing it. Oh, yeah, we finna go here. We call them all out. You had the Hispanics doing it. You had the East Indians doing it, the Arabs doing it, because, see, I'm going to tell you why. See, this is how you know we're remarkable and foundational Black American people, how renowned we are and how unique we are as far as our talents. Name a movie before Friday that had the impact that one did, that had that much comedy in it, that everybody wanted to gravitate to. Okay, name a movie even since then. If it wasn't another Friday movie, I'm talking about that was produced outside of our lineage. They didn't have nothing like that back then. They really don't have nothing like that now. This is why they gravitate to all of our stuff, because they're trying to live vicariously through who we already are naturally. I'm going to say it again. They're trying to live vicariously through the identities that we were born into. Oh yeah, they don't like to admit that, but I see it. You can't tell me that's not what it is because see, I'm gonna prove it. For the Busta Rhymes and all of them that Lord Jamar is about to mention here, for all of them that's been disrespectful, talking about we don't have a culture and we created hip hop 50-50, telling all these lies. If you found out that we're pushing back and you see it's the truth, okay, whether you agree with it or don't agree with it, if you were so proud of your own culture, why don't you go and make reggae big? Why don't you go and make Latin music big? Why don't they go and latch on to their cultures and be as big an icon as they are without latching on to ours? If somebody's got you in their house and they say, hey, you worn out your welcome in this house, if you got your own house to go to, you gonna leave, right? Huh? I'm just saying, because there's always that option, and you're gonna have to leave whether you want to or not. Because see, a lot of my people are starting to see what I've been saying for years. If you want to clean up the culture of unruly house guests, you got to kick the house guests out. I'm sorry, that's gonna have to be some of everybody, because see, for too long, people didn't really check this disrespect. It's kind of like this, man. If you imagine, like, the leader of a pack of lions, man, if he's sitting over there sleeping, man, and the pride is over there doing what they do, and then everybody get to cutting the food, making noise. When that male lion has to get up, everybody finna get straightened out. Huh? It's time, family. It's time. It's long overdue. So this also coincides with my theme of tonight's broadcast, the Rise of Fba Respect. It's long overdue, and I'm gonna let my brother Lord Jamar continue telling you about what he proposes, because see, again, I want to see if they're going to take the man up on this offer, because they're not going to be able to say he lied about nothing. Lord Jamar is certified, man. Well, how you going to argue with this man? We'll see, though. It'll be interesting if it happens. Just let it continue, family.
We'll have to see who the winner is going to be. I mean, of course, I'm confident of the fact that Black American youth created hip-hop, and all others were influenced by that, whether you had parentage from other countries and all of that. Those countries didn't influence this culture that we're talking about, which we call hip-hop. So, again, I'm calling out the major players. Teacher KRS-One, I need you to step to the front of the class and join the cipher. Fat Joe, I need you to step to the front of the class and join the cipher. Busta Rhymes, I need you to step to the front of the class, God, and join the cipher. Pete Rock, my brother, I need you to step to the front of the class and join the cipher. Crazy Legs, I need you to step to the front of the class and join the cipher. I would also like legends like DJ Faze to join the cipher. Raheem to join the cipher. Charlie Chase, Whip, Ruby D, Grandmaster Flash, big dogs only, okay? And if I didn't call your name, you know what? You're not big enough to be in this, okay? Everybody that's trying to insert themselves into this conversation and, let me speak. No, you're not important enough, okay? So you don't get a chance to speak. Only the ones who are worthy of a certain amount of respect are going to speak in this cipher. Okay? So, again, I'm going to tag a lot of people that I would like, if I forgot to say their names, I'm going to tag people in this post, and hopefully we could get this going in the next few days, possibly. You know what I mean? And if nobody takes the challenge, is ready to, join the cipher, because I know plenty of people who feel like Black American youth created hip-hop, they'll be there. So I'm just saying, if you feel otherwise, please come with your evidence, with your whatever you have other than emotions and just talking. We need more than that. We need you to come with your proof, okay? So, listen, I love y'all. I love Black people, Jamaicans, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Colombians, whatever you could think of. And I know that part will just go over people's heads, but I'll say it anyway. Love all y'all, and let's make this happen. All right? Peace.
There you have it. Lord Jamar is calling everybody to the table, and that's one of the most hip-hop things you can do, because one of the 5 elements of hip-hop is knowledge. Knowledge. See, our culture actually has a structure to it with many things that we do. And one of the key components of hip-hop is knowledge. See, these people outside of that, they forget that. They think that, okay, hip-hop is just people trying to rhyme and people dancing and having a good time. No. There's more to it than that. And see, Dr. Capone, a.k.a. Dr. Cologne, you heard the man. If that cipher does happen, you need to wander your little bald head ass on over there with your lies. Latino, go on over there. Go on over there. See, I'm going to go on record and say I don't think it's going to happen. But if it does, let me tell you right now, I'm going to be in the building. Oh, yes, I am. I will be in that chat room. If it's had where the public can access it, I'm going to be over there because I want to see this firsthand if it does happen. Now, I don't think it will, and I'm going to tell you why I'm so staunch in my belief that it won't. Lord Jamar and everybody he named is ready to do it. Oh, they'll be there. The reason why they're not going to do it, the people that he's calling out, corporate America has handed them their march on there. Like, don't you take your ass over there into that space with them legends and pioneers that's going to tell the truth about these lies we helping you put out. Yeah, they've gotten their marching orders from the top. They're not going to show up. I guarantee you that. Now, I could be proven wrong. But I doubt it, okay? Anyway, we got some more business to take care of. Oh, yes, because I told you, man, when you disrespect my people, there's consequences for it. Want to show y'all what happened recently here. A lot of y'all probably going to laugh your asses off when you see this, but just know we finna have a good time clowning this fool over here tonight.
New Orleans, y'all look like y'all tired. You motherfuckers ain't ready. I don't give a fuck how many seats is empty in this bitch.
Oh, look at this little old Muppet baby looking bastard right here. Oh, look at it. Look at him. First of all, what you wearing, boy? Look, you finna get these jokes, Trevor. Oh, yeah, you finna get them. Family, let me ask you a question. Because, you know, I'm somewhat of an artiste, and I see the world in a different light than most people. Is it just me, or does it look like Trevor robbed somebody's grandmother's closet and just went in there and put on the first shirt he could find? That's what you look like, boy. That shirt look like something you pulled out of old lady's closet and you just stuffed your big swole potbelly ass into it. Isn't that what he looked like? I'm just saying, man, I got questions, man. I got questions. I'm trying to figure it out. Y'all laughing, man. Look. What it look like to y'all? That's the first thing that came to my mind, okay? Look at him, man. Don't he look like Grimace, man? You know what I'm saying? You remember the little character, McDonald's character, Grimace? That's what he looked like. Oh, yeah. See, look, let me tell you something, Buster. You was real slick at the mile, bruh. Did you really think that you were going to keep talking crazy like that about my people and we just keep supporting you? See, one thing about it, and I quote the late, great Grandmaster Teacher, Dr. John Henry Clark, one of our greatest strengths and weaknesses is our beautiful humanity. We'll be patient with you and give you a chance to get your mind right, but boy, it's time. It's time to go ahead and check you. So now, it's not just you, Buster. It's going to happen to a lot more of your people. See, I already know where a lot of tethers are going to go with this. Well, yeah, I don't mostly go to the concerts anyway. It's mostly white people. Let me tell you something. That is a fact. But if black people don't think it's cool, they won't think it's cool either. Trust me. The whole point that them people go to them concerts is because they know we validate that and give that. We set the trends on what's cool. If we pull the plug on it, you done, player. You get your credibility built up coming through us, and we can take that away from you. See, this is what I was talking about when I've said this before, and a lot of people were like, nah, GBS, I don't think you can do it that way. Y'all know I've always said this. If you pull your support from these people, we're the ones that made them, and we can break them too. Look, let me tell you how serious this is. I'm going to tell you why he worried. Okay? If the record label see that the grassroots of Black America ain't rocking with you, you can't make them no money because they can't market you nowhere. The little white kids, the Hispanics, the Asians, or whatever, they not gonna think you cool. They don't see no black people really supporting you. They're not. It's gonna fizzle out because you know why? Let me tell you something. They really don't like to be around each other like that. Why you look? See, let me answer this question, because there might be some young black people listening to this tonight. You know why they can't stay away from us? Because they don't like their own culture like that. Think about it. The people with all the anti-black racism that they practice, and we talking about the white adjacents, if we're so unintelligent, okay, we're so dumb, stupid, etc., whatever you want to call us, okay, why you want to be around people that you despise so much like that? You know why? Because we are the salt of the earth. Everything that we does have flavor in it. We are a people that our very music is life-giving. You understand me? They can't get that from being around their people. They really can't. That's why they have to see they have this schizophrenic love-hate relationship with us. So my point is this, Buster, we pulling the plug on you, player. It's time for you to eat off your own plate. Huh? Time for you to eat off your own plate. We can't serve you anything else. We can't let you be in our house and be disrespectful and have you continue to sit at our table and eat off our plate. You should have been more humble and appreciative of the spot as a guest that we made for you and others. Don't worry, though. You're going to see you're not the only one, because, see, if the sisters, and let me give the sisters in here your due, because I know a lot of you were going to hold the line, but let me particularly give the flowers to the young sisters, because I know they're the ones that are mostly responsible for this. I am so proud of you, foundational Black American freedmen women and non-FBA women that have decided to pull the plug on supporting Sexy Red. Salute to you. Shout out to you. Your brother is proud of you. This is what I mean when I say our women, when they got their minds right and they're focusing on code, you are very powerful. We pulling the plug on that ridiculous, horrible disgrace of an image of black women. We pulling the plug on the sister, man. Y'all seen that? They finna cancel them tour dates. Or they trying to book dance and lie about it. But no, the sisters done had enough, because they're starting to see how that image negatively affects them, not just here, but worldwide. I am so proud of you. I know that is hard to do for women in America today, because they got this system set up where it's designed to force women to do things because of peer pressure. I'm giving them their flowers, brothers, in case you don't understand why I'm making a big deal about this, because as women, they see the world different than us. It's hard for them to stand up and have the courage that they need to fight back against that, and we're seeing them doing it. And I made that prediction. Y'all remember on several broadcasts, I said sooner or later, it's going to be a right amount of young sisters start to say, no, this is not it. So shout out to you if you one of them people that's under the sound of my voice and you are putting the plug on the Sexy Reds and all the rest of them. Keep up the good work. Your brother's going to support you 100%. As far as Busta Rhymes, though, buddy, it's a wrap for you. So we're going to let this little old goofy, grimace-looking joker here continue to rant and rave. Oh, he is mad. Oh, he is mad. I think he's going to cry. Look, let me tell y'all something. I know we going in on him, but we might better have a little bit of compassion for him. So I'll tell you what y'all should do. Pull out your small violins for old Buster. We're going to play him a little tune, okay? Pull out your small violins in the chat and play a little tune for Buster. Well, let's enjoy this, because, see, when the chickens come home to roost, you have to savor that. You have to really appreciate when they decide to come on back home where they belong. And that's exactly what's happening now with the respect of my people. It's not going nowhere. This is the new way under the sun. You disrespect my people, it's going to be consequences behind it. Let's let it continue.
Everybody that's there, get the fuck up. Sir and miss, thank you. Excuse me, brother. Don't start with mother.
Hold on, man. I got to get back on this outfit, man. Hold on. Time out. Let me take this banner down, because I want y'all to see this with me. I keep telling y'all, if I see it, I got to make sure you see it. Look at these pants this boy got on. Look at these pants. I got a question, man. When this boy had these pants made, did he say, you know what? I want to look like a Rubik's Cube, huh? And for those of you young people that don't know what a Rubik's Cube is, look that up. R-U-B-I-K, okay, Rubik's Cube. Don't his pants look like a damn Rubik's Cube? He do. It looked like a combination of that or the early 90s cross colors outfit era. Y'all remember that? For those of us that are Gen X's, the cross colors outfits. Well, what you doing, Buster? It's a lot of confusion in your wardrobe, buddy. I don't think you know whether you coming or going, but we know you definitely gonna be going if we have anything to say about it. Let's let this jackass continue.
Fucking me today. Fuck going on? What the fuck? What the fuck going on?
I'll tell you what's going on, Buster Bus. We ain't got no culture. We don't have no culture. So why would you want people that don't have a culture to even be anywhere near you? You cultured, dignified man, you. That's what you told us. See, tethers, when you tell us things and we start to obey, look, it was just like that with delineation. For the longest, they were telling us that they not black, they this, that, the third, and the other. We're like, okay, fine, cool, you do you, and we gonna focus on being who we are. Oh, nigga, you can't do that. Everybody's from Africa. Oh, no. You said that you the real Africans. We agree. You're the African Americans. You are absolutely right. So see, like when I was talking to that Ghanaian tether online, that's what I told him. I'm like, no, man, you actually African American. You more African American than me. I don't have any recent family that goes back to Africa, okay? My family is here. African ancestry, yes. Am I culturally African? No. I don't have African citizenship in no country, okay? Been to many countries, beautiful places. Know some good people over there to this day. But that's not my homeland. So, Buster, you know, you said we don't have a culture, but I mean, people without a culture, you know, it's just certain things we just don't know how to do. And one of those things is going to be actually supporting you at your shoulder. So to continue.
Hey, yo, fuck them camera phones, too. Let's get back to interacting like humans. Put them weird-ass devices down. I ain't from that era. Them shits don't control the soul. Fuck your phone. Excuse me, gentlemen. Thank you very much. I will point every last one of y'all out until y'all asses is up. 33 years of doing this shit, I ain't used to niggas sitting down at my show.
Oh, but you better get used to it. And yes, he is wearing a quilt, my brother Reef, to watch it. It does look like a quilt. Okay, it's a quilt of confusion. Because see, right now he's confused as to why nobody's actually standing up. And look, from what I understood, the black people that was there to go to show you how cold we are. See, I guess a lot of people really don't understand where we are in the hour of our history as foundational Black American freedmen. You better understand that when you get on code, there's a bunch of different factors that go into that. Our music is one of the big factors over the years, which is why they tried to degrade it and just turn it into degeneracy. But when Kendrick Lamar came out with Not Like Us, do you understand the cultural wave that sit across this country with my lineage? So from what I understood, the black folks that was there started walking out on him. Yeah, boy, I'm telling y'all, it's a wonderful time to be alive. Let's let it continue.
I don't give a fuck. All age groups, get your ass up now. I see you, beautiful queen. Get up too. Fuck going on? Everybody up top too. Get your big head asses up. Look, the reason why there will be zero tolerance for bullshit energy in here is because this is my first time in New Orleans at the fucking 30-year anniversary of the Essence Festival.
You know what made this even more funny? Oh my God, look at them empty seats. You can tell people was leaving. They was like, oh, this Negro, come on, I'm out of here. Man, let me tell you something. You know what made this even funnier to me, family? This is what made it funny to me. You're bombing on stage, basically, in your little quilt outfit, okay? The quilt of confusion. That's what he's wearing. We're going to call it that. And then the DJ steady trying to make these songs. No, that's not helping. You making it worse. It's even funnier. Oh, y'all don't know. Y'all, let me tell y'all something, man. I started to do something with this particular scene, but I said, nah, I ain't going to do this because I don't want nobody thinking I edited it. But just know that the idea that I had to show y'all was so ignorant, I might put it up later. Oh, see, you know what? I got to stop myself because that what I was going to put up here, man, y'all would have laughed, boy. I didn't do it for a reason because I said, nah, I'm trying to show the people something. I don't want them to think I added nothing to this no kind of way. This is as is. I didn't do nothing to this footage, okay? I had an idea, but I didn't do nothing to it. Bottom line, Buster, you're going to see a lot more of this, and Fat Joe and the rest of them going to see a lot more of this. Because, see, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to speak about my city in particular. Atlanta ain't taking too kindly to this disrespect. We not, okay? We show people a lot of love from all over the place, from all different walks of life. We show a lot of love down here, man. I'm telling you, man, my people in particular down here, some of y'all gonna get that same reaction. Look, you're gonna be lucky if any of us even come to your show, because see, I know how my people is when we get on code down here. We just don't fool with you at all. See, that's the thing I keep telling people about Southern hospitality down here in Georgia. Just as nice as it is when you receive it, it's pretty cold when we don't give it to you at all. It can go both ways, and that depends upon you. Let's let it continue.
This my first time, this my brother's first time, and it's my other brother's first time.
That's right.
Make me feel like we home.
Hey, yo, if you want to turn it up, say turn it up. Say turn it up.
Oh, this little old milk dud, man. Hey, look at this boy in shades. Family. See, a lot of young people ain't gonna know what I'm talking about. But everybody that's Gen Xers, man, y'all gonna know. Young people, you might have to Google this. The little milk dud here, and boy, his wardrobe ain't no better. But little milk dud, he out here talking about turn it up, and boy, it was more noise being made at a graveyard than in that crowd when he said that. But see, I got a question, because see, I'm going to tell y'all something. I know that I'm being harsh over here tonight, but see, I'm a very stylish man, okay? I'm not bragging. Any of you that's been on my Instagram, you go scroll down my pictures, you see I don't have no regular stuff on, okay? And yes, I'm going to put some more pictures up. I just don't really be all into vanity and pictures like that. But I'm going to put some more, because a lot of people been asking about that. I got y'all. You know, most of the ladies been asking, okay? But I got to ask this question to everybody in the audience. Look at this boy in shades. Now, for those that are my age and older, and again, the young people have to Google this. You remember those little 3D glasses that you wore in the movies where one lens was red and the other was blue? Y'all remember those? Don't that look like that? Was that what that boy pulled out? He looked like he pulled something out of Cracker Jack's box. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he pulled something out of Cracker Jack box. You know? I'm just saying, y'all see that, right? That's exactly what he looked like. He looked like he pulled his shades out the Cracker Jack box, his little 3D shades on. Look, let me say something, man. I don't even know who this little dude is, but your stylists, they let y'all go out on stage. They let Busta run out there in a renegade quilt, okay? And then whatever this is he got on here, man. This look like some stuff, man. He got a Payless store or something, man. Come on, bruh. I get it, it's summertime, you got a short set on, but man, have your colors more coordinated than that. That don't look like nothing fly. You got them dingy, drab, brown colors on and whatever that yellow is or whatever. What the hell is that? Dude, you know what it look like? I'm going to tell you what it look like to me. Oh, y'all got juice. I told you, I'm going to roast these clowns over tonight. Let me tell you what it looked like to me. Y'all remember it like, anybody ever seen a little baby, a little kid, you know, a little toddler, they running around, they just start walking. And then they mess around and go and get in your clothes. They get in the closet, then they come out and just stuff all over them, just too big for them to fit. He looked just like that, like a toddler just filling somebody's closet and came out. I'm just saying, man, this ain't it, man. I'm going to have to, you know what, maybe I'm going to have to do something, man, you know, be slightly vain and take some pictures and put them on Instagram or Patreon to show people what kind of short sets you're supposed to wear if you try to be stylish. This ain't it, man. I'm just saying, him and Busta, I think they was probably dipping and dabbing over there in that damn Kanye line. Because, I mean, you seen the little Resident Evil clothes that Kanye be making, boy. You a fool if you pay money for that. But I'm not knocking Kanye for that. Hey, because if you can get white people to pay $1,000 for them zombie clothes, shit that you can make at home by ripping and tearing up yourself, hey, man, get them. Get him. More power to him. I want to get his money. But anyway, I think they got into like the more civilized version of the Kanye collection. Anyway, let's let it continue.
Turn up. Turn up.
You know what? Hold on 1 second.
Oh, if you thought that was the only time they got him again, and see again, Busta. I got to get you. This is like his same little homeboy over there next to him with the shades. Now, he got on some better shades this time. Got on a better outfit. But Busta, we can tell, boy, if you was trying to hide it, we can tell that you were Jamaican, buddy. Them are Jamaican colors. No disrespect to my Jamaican brothers and sisters. Boy, you got this high sea orange shirt on with these multicolored shorts on. I'm just saying, bro, come on, man. Come on, bro. What are you doing? You definitely from the islands, man. And you gonna tell us that we got hip hop from y'all and man, boy, you can't make this up. I want y'all to check out this second go around though, because see, he's starting to feel the effects of wherever he go. We not rocking with you no more, man. You've been disrespectful for too long. So now we snatching the plate off the table. Let's let it continue.
I will not condone such behavior that I'm bearing witness to this evening. Sweetheart over there on the right. Get your ass up and put your phone in your purse. Yeah, I'm talking to you, baby. Fuck that phone. Hey, yo, homie, you can get up too, bro. Join us. Yeah, join us. Join us. Join us, baby. You know what I'm saying? Join us. Let's party like...
Boy, Buster, why your shorts look like you was standing somewhere on the side of a road and a paint truck ran by and just splashed you with a bunch of different colors? What happened, man? Buster, I got questions about these shorts. Y'all, I was going to leave it alone, but I got to get this out. Do you think maybe his shorts was one solid color and then maybe he went to a preschool? You know how little kids are when they want to put their hands everywhere. They was probably doing some hand painting. They're like, hey, we're going to put our hands on Mr. Short. And they ran up there and put their little hands all over. That's probably what happened to his shorts, man. I'm just saying, maybe I'm trying to explain this. Why would you wear this? Why? Come on, man. What? All right, y'all. I'm gonna let it alone.
We used to. Chill, let me talk real quick. You know what we gonna make tonight? Hey, yo, tonight we gonna do it like how we used to do it. Right? We gonna do it when one of them...
You know this is bad when you got to beg your audience, tonight we gonna do it like we used to do it. Man, you sound like a crackhead, man, begging for the next hit or rock or something, boy. No, look, let me tell you something, dude. Let me tell you something. Let me go ahead and say it like this. If you get a crowd like this that's not really feeling you, man, you may as well do one or two of your little songs just to say you fulfill your contractual obligation and bounce, man. You may as well leave because they ain't feeling you like that, bro. You don't ever have to beg a crowd to be into you if you a talented act, man. You disrespected my people, and now you gonna pay for it. I don't know, man, but you know, like I said, dude, maybe it's been getting to him the reason why he wearing these crazy outfits and stuff, man. Because I mean, boy, he looked like something in a fruit bowl, man. You know, that's what he looked like. You put him in a bowl, man, he would look like it's a bunch of different kinds of fruit all jumbled together with these different colors. I mean, man, pick a color and go with that. I'm just saying, this is ridiculous. But anyway, let's let it continue.
Little fucking funny ass phones was around. Right? Y'all hear what I'm saying? And you got your phone in my face. Put your phone in your purse. All right? Hey, yo, can somebody get that couch's attention for me, please? That couch over there, get the attention. Everybody turn to them and tell them to look over here.
Look over here, bitch!
All of y'all over there sitting there.
You heard what that sister said? Oh, yes. See, I recognize my women when I hear them. I'm over here, bitch. Boy, you done messed up. When you make the foundation of Black American Freedom, man, boy, you done stepped in it. Because look, let me tell you something. Ladies, you know I love you to life. But boy, when y'all, boy, cut loose with them little mouths, boy, oh my God. Woo, I'm so glad that they directed it at other folks instead of us sometimes, boy. Y'all know how y'all can be when the little mouths get going. Oh, boy, I know he was mad. Oh, I know he can't stand it. Because see, he used to, and see, let me say something about this. Because I got jokes here. But see, he's used to going places and people let them be disrespectful and then just give them love. No, man. I want everybody in this audience tonight listen to me to understand something about who you choose to spend your money with, who you choose to give your time to, and who you choose to actually show some type of respect. All three of those things should be earned from you, not just given freely. And if you're giving any of those three things I said to people, your time, your money, or your respect, and they start to disrespect you, you take all three of them back. Do you hear me? You take all three of them back. That's a privilege for people to actually have you go and support their work and their projects. You don't let people disrespect you and then continue to support them. No person in their right frame of mind would do that. This is why I say I'm proud of my people for finally respecting ourselves and cleaning up a lot of this garbage across the board, because this is just the beginning. Oh, we're going to keep this going. This should have been done a long time ago. Let's let it continue.
Yeah. Hey, yo, sweetheart, I do respect that you sitting on your man lap, but while we doing this little fucking feel-good energy thing up here, you need to get up, tell your man to get up. He could give you a massage while you're standing. Hey, brother. Hey, brother. Hey, brother.
Oh, brother, wait a minute. No, no. You can't call people brother that don't have a culture. You know, you got the culture. We don't have the culture. What's with this brother stuff? Come on, man. No, which one is it now? Either we family or we not. You said we don't have a culture. Now, if you got culture, why you calling him a brother? He not the same as you, okay? So, no. See, they losing their minds, family. They losing it.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, yo, homie with the glasses, I guess you just one of them children that needed extra special attention in your house. Get your ass.
Let me go ahead and throw something into the ether because, see, he trying to get jazzy at the mouth. Let me tell you something. If you ever go to any of Buster's events and you decide to give him the business and he started trying to clown, let me tell you something. Y'all know we the masters of the roast game. We are the world heavyweight champ of the roast game, huh? The whole crowd should have started roasting him on his goofy ass outfit. Huh? Because, see, I'm going to tell you something. One thing about Atlanta, one thing about places like Chicago, Philadelphia, man, when we started to get on you as a crowd, boy, you going to remember that. We going to immortalize that night into your memory forever, boy. Because, man, boy, them three places that I just named right there, when the crowd started to get on you, ooh, boy, it's bad. Man, I can't, look, come on back to Atlanta, Buster. Come on back down here so we, boy, because see, they ain't really get you like they were supposed to get you, bro. You step out there on stage with this down here, oh, boy. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Come on, I'm going to check him out. I'm going to see when his next tour date is supposed to be. I want to come on back down here because, man, boy, I will personally record that shit. Boy, yeah. See, he mad as hell, but see, Buster, you brought this on yourself. All you had to do was show my people proper respect, the same respect that we show other cultures. We don't go to your homelands and disrespect your people and tell them what they didn't create and what they don't deserve to have and talk about what culture they don't have. I know I've never done it, and most of my Foundation of Black American Freedmen brothers and sisters in this chat room that have traveled, you've never done it either. We're not going to tolerate that anymore. You're going to reciprocate the same respect that we give other people. Let it continue.
Ask up until your girl to get up too. Come on, sweetheart, join us. That's what I'm talking about. I see somebody sitting down over there too on the same couch. Sweetheart, you can get up and join us. Don't hide behind the people. We see you. Thank you, baby. I know you got your nails and your toes done to show it off. Show it off then. Don't hide in the corner. Show it off. What's good? Y'all ain't gonna join us? Y'all gonna sit on the couch? Y'all gonna...
Oh, yes, sir, buddy. Oh, Trevor, you struggling, ain't you, boy? Oh, my God. Look at that. Boy, you can't even get people to get up out their seats at all. Oh, my God, Trevor. Well, I'll tell you what, since, you say that you help my people create hip-hop, 50-50 like your fat buddy Sloppy Joe, a.k.a. Fat Joe says, I'll tell you what you need to do. You need to take it back to your roots. Maybe you need to come out on stage and do some Jamaican toasting there, since you say that my people got that from you, which is a complete bold-faced lie. We didn't even know what the hell that was at that time, boy. All I'm saying is, maybe you need to start at the beginning. This beginning that you guys helped create. We got the stuff from you. By the way, you keep saying that. Well, then, if you got the stuff from us, why don't people down there in your homeland practice the same thing today? I mean, if something originated in a place, family, don't you think that it will still be going on and on today? See, let me talk to you. That's right. GBS is taking a break. I've got to put this redneck voice on now because, see, I'm talking like the people that they got their tether tactics from. That's right. Tether tactics. There's a new term for you. See, this is where they're getting the tether tactics from. They're getting them from us alabaster people. We created everything. We created oxygen. Let us tell it, man. We created it all, man. That's right. That's why we confused everybody and took pages out that Bible and told you that we the real Jesus. That's right. Listen, if they're the originators or something, you know how they keep trying to say that, white people were the original Egyptians. That's really what they want to say. Well, if you built pyramids all the way over there in Africa, where you came from over there in Europe in the Caucasus Mountains, why hadn't we found no pyramids over there? I'm just saying. Family, it don't make no sense. Okay, listen, I'm just saying, I'm just trying to use some logic. I'm showing y'all basically my point is. My point is they get their tether tactics from them folks, man. A lot of people don't really stop and study that. All the lies they tell, they pattern themselves after them folks. So, I mean, that's their right to do it. But when you do it, though, it's going to be consequences from now on out. And now I must show y'all something about someone else that's getting their wake-up call here lately. And we're going to have to start checking some of our people for supporting people like this. Because, see, I know everybody remember old Ryan Garcia, don't you? Remember him? Oh, yeah, Mr. Anti-Black Racist wannabe boxer, because I don't really call the dude no warrior or no boxer. He's basically a junkie and an alcoholic. You're a has-been, boy. You're washed up, okay? Anytime you got to rely on drugs and alcohol just to function, man, you're not on the same level of manhood as the rest of us that don't have to do that. I'm just going to hit him with the facts. You could be an anti-Black racist Ryan Garcia all you want. That the fact remains that you still basically a junkie, and that's probably all you're going to ever be for the rest of your life. I'm just saying. But I want to show y'all something about Mr. Garcia, because, he had all this stuff to say about N-words and, black people and all this other stuff. Well, when GBS start digging and searching for things, sometimes the Most High just drops stuff right into my lap that I wasn't even looking for. Family, I want to share something with you, and I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to play it for you, and I want you to hear this straight from his target's mouth. And yes, I said target for a reason. Keep in mind the verse on Kendrick Lamar's song when he said, and it's probably a minor. Oh, yeah. Yeah, what am I about to show y'all? What am I about to show you right now?
So he DMs me in 2017 and I answered, I think 2 years after. I don't even know. I think it was 2019 when I answered, right? I posted a picture, and I should have known by this message. I posted a picture that it said, my heart is broken in a million pieces, right? And he texted me back, so I'll spend an entirety putting them back together. That's what when I was like 15, 16. For the ones I can't see. For the ones I can't see.
Oh, looky there. Damn, Ryan the cradle robber. That's what I got to call you now. Boy, you robbing cradles, 15-year-old girls now. Let's go here. She putting him out there. Who knows what reason for it? Ain't like her little ass was in the right neither. What you doing talking to grown men? But Ryan, you supposed to know better. You the adult. Family, should I roll that bean footage back one more time? She said she was 15 then. 15. Didn't I tell you about these people's cultures, man, where they come from? Oh, yes, D. Foster. He's a FAN, boy. He's a FAN. Yes, he is. No, he's a FAT. He's a freaky-ass taco. That's what he is. A freaky-ass taco, a fat. That's what you are, boy. A FAT. Family, y'all want to see this again? Because I'll enhance it if you couldn't see that. That was him and her DMs on Instagram. She didn't make it up. She was telling the truth. Y'all want to see it one more time? Because see, one thing about this channel, if I have to start investigating something or looking at it, I'm not going to present it to you unless I'm sure that what I'm showing you is the real deal. Y'all want to see it one more time? Sound off in the chat. Oh, yeah, because see, we got some more business to deal with here with old Cradle Robin Garcia. 15, man, look, let me tell you something, dude. It ain't nothing no teenage girl could do for me. Now, I can teach you things about history. I can show you how to get credit and manage that. I can teach you about any manner of things, self-defense, but I'm not looking at you as no dating option. Nothing, teen. Boy, 15? Really? See, boy, see what happened when you get on them drugs and alcohol? Boy, I'm gonna play it one more time for y'all. So see, he got bigger problems to worry about than black folks because see, we not running around the greater majority of us trying to date no teenagers. That's looked down upon in foundational Black American Freedmen Society. Yes, we have people that practice that, but they don't do it in the open. In his culture, oh, this is normal for them. I'm gonna play this one more time before we get to some other business here.
From jail. So he DMs me in 2017 and I answered, I think 2 years after. I don't even know. I think it was 2019 when I answered, right? I posted a picture and I should have known by this message. I posted a picture that it said, my heart is broken in a million pieces, right? And he texted me back, so I'll spend an entirety putting them back together. That's why when I was like 15, 16. For the ones I can't see. For the ones I can't see.
Yeah, could y'all see it clearly, family? Because if you couldn't, I will enhance that where you can see that was definitely his name. Could everybody see it clearly that was him in her DMs? He had the check mark and everything. That's his account. Could everybody see it clearly? I'll enhance it. I'll run it back and enhance it and make it large where you can see it. Okay? Just let me know. Could everybody see that very clearly? Let me know in the chat room. Yeah, see? Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing some people say that you can see it. Because see, one thing I want everybody to understand if you're over here on this platform, I don't do the makeup stuff and just stuff for clicks and views. You don't see me making little clickbait titles. If I tell you that I'm going to show you something, I'm going to show you exactly what I say I'm going to show you. Okay? So now, when it comes in, okay, B1 Vanessa Jones said she couldn't see it real clear. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to run it back one more time, family. And I'm going to enhance this where you can see his name and everything, okay? Oh, yeah. All right, yeah. I want to make sure everybody can see it. We're going to run it back one more time. And I'm going to make sure that y'all can see it, okay? Yeah, hold on. Let me go ahead and pull this up on the screen here. 1 second.
From jail. So he DMs me in 2017 and I answered, I think 2 years after. I don't even know. I think it was 2019 when I answered, right? I posted a picture and I should have known by this message. I posted a picture that it said, my heart is broken in a million pieces, right? And he texted me back, so I'll spend an entirety putting them back together. That's why when I was like 15, 16. For the ones I can't see.
Now I'm gonna pause it right there. Can y'all see that clearly? I know it's somewhere blurry, but you can see the top of his name there. If you need to, you can screenshot this, okay? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let me tell you something, man. Ryan Garcia, fat, okay, F-A-T, freaky ass taco boy, huh? You run around here talking about my people. You need to be worrying about why you getting that little babies in cradles, man. The last time I checked, this isn't what grown men in their right frame of mind do. Teenagers. See, let me tell you something about his kind that do that, okay? Because you know how I feel about them over the years. Y'all know. If you got to go and get at teenagers, man, that's letting you know that even though you're supposed to be an accomplished boxer, technically you're really just a junkie. Okay, you washed up now, you've been kicked out the league for running your mouth like that, jackass. Go to show you how smart you are. If you know that was your main source of income, you worked that hard to get there, you let your reckless mouth because you were drunk and high, get you kicked out the league. But see, furthermore than that, that lets you know what a loser you are. Because if you are somewhat established with some status and you got a little bit of money, that means that women that's your age not really checking for you, because if they were, what would you need with a teenager, boy? Oh, yeah, I'm going there. I'm going to let it continue.
For the ones I can't see.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I told y'all, man, when I get to investigating things, man, boy, the things that I find. The Most High put me on a mission to expose these kinds of clowns like this. See, let me tell you something. It's just a matter of time now, because, see, when they start crashing out on them drugs and alcohol, which is why, you know, hey, if you somebody, my chat room, you smoke, you drink, all I'm going to say to you is this. Just make sure that you control your habit and your habit don't control you, okay? Because, see, that's an example of what happens when your habit starts to control you. Your whole life starts to crash out and spiral out of control. But, see, now we got to deal with some things here amongst our lineage, or at least from what I think he might be, because from what I understood, this dude might be half FBA or non-FBA, from what I understand. Let me show y'all something about when the community say that we not rocking with somebody, then these people step over the line and you gonna show us, oh, I'm gonna deal with them anyway. I want to show y'all something. A lot of y'all want to know my thoughts on this. I'm gonna play what I'm talking about, then I'm gonna give my thoughts.
I'm gonna be in Paris, Saudi, Romania.
Now, in case you don't know what you're looking at, that's old Wiz Khalifa. Yeah. Wiz Khalifa and the fat of the hour, the FAT, freaky ass taco of the hour, Ryan Garcia. Yeah, you know, Mr. I holla at 15-year-olds online. Yeah, that's him. That's him. Now, let me tell you something. This is why I'm starting to suspect this boy might not be one of us. Because most foundational Black Americans ain't gonna go kicking it with somebody after you know what he did, because you clearly know what he did. At this point, you know what he did. You know what he did. You gonna go over there and hang up under them people out there disrespect. See, let me tell you why I say that's tether behavior, to be honest with you, because they don't mind going up on the people that make them kinds of comments. Y'all saw that clip on X there on social media that's flying around where, you know, the little Congolese dude was going off on the brother, man, talking about food stamps and saying the hard ER word and all of that. Yeah, see, they're kicking with them folks like that, them anti-Black racists. Most of my people got sense enough to say, no, bro, that's how you feel about my people. You feel that way about me. I'm starting to wonder, man, it might be time for a paperwork check on Wiz, man. I'm starting to wonder now, you know. I'm just saying, it fits the pattern. I can't confirm it, but I'm going to start looking. Because, see, now it's time to check that paperwork. If you're going to go over there and start dealing with people that disrespect our community, just know you're going to stay over there with them people. You don't get to get support from us when you go and make the community look like a fool, like we tolerate that kind of disrespect. Because, see, I'm going to tell you something right now. You go and disrespect somebody in the Hispanic community and say what he said about them on a public platform, you ain't gonna be able to come around them and kick it like that and everybody be kikiing in your face like that. It's time out for that amongst our people. Oh, no. So I'm gonna be doing some paperwork checking on Wiz. I'll let y'all know what I find out. Y'all start doing it, okay? We all need to be checking this paperwork when we see this off-code behavior right here. If somebody was saying that kind of stuff about my people, the only way I would be around you, Will, I would be trying to have a conversation with you, but it wouldn't be the kind where no words would be used. I'll say that, okay? And that's not what he doing. He all up in his face and everything, just kicking it like, okay, you know, everything is cool. That's all right, though. For those of you that are celebrities that do that, when you do that off-code behavior, you're on your own. Let's let it continue.
Get you that KK, all right? Yeah.
Yeah, and see, I see in the chat room here, my brother Domsky Arcade say his lineage is Caribbean. Oh, it makes sense. And then the good sister Goddess Navy said, You know, he married Amber Rose, who's Cape Verdean. Remember, she was saying for the longest she wasn't black, okay? Then she flipped the script and changed that back around. I remember that too. Yeah, see, you know what? See, family, let me tell you something. That right there is one thing for the tether class to disrespect our lineage, but it's another when our own or supposed own, because y'all saying he Caribbean. Hey, at this point, that do seem like it, because we all remember the disgraceful display when the Caribbean brother Boston John was killed, and his brother went in the courtroom and hugged his goddamn murderer. Boy, let me tell you something right now. If any of my family ever did that to me, I would rise from my grave to haunt their ass forever. You hear me? I ain't never seen no shit like that in my life. They not like us. Their minds are different when it comes to them people. When somebody can kill flesh of your flesh, blood of your blood, and you want to hug on them, I don't care what kind of religion you... Look, let me tell you something. You ain't never seen in your life a black person go kill no white person, and because of their religion, they go hug on that black person. I ain't never seen it. Y'all tell me if you seen it. I ain't never seen it in my life, okay? Man, Wiz, boy, you over there with them folks, man. That's all code. You done violated as far as I'm concerned. You gonna get the Busta Rhymes treatment too. See, today, a lot of our people are starting to realize what I've been saying for the longest, and I'm glad that y'all are starting to see it. You do have the power to punish these people when they go off code like this. You don't have to just let them keep rocking and be like, well, man, you know it's Wiz. No, player. If you're going to be rocking with people that's calling us all kinds of hard N-words and saying the stuff he's saying about us, no, bro, you belong to them. Make sure you get your support from the Hispanic community. Don't come ask us for nothing. Don't come ask us for nothing. But see, we're not done yet. We got something else to deal with here, family. Because I told you, well, if it's our lineage, I'm going to have some straightening on that too. Got some commentary to give on this. I want y'all to check this out.
It's insulting. I really do. I find it insulting for a couple of reasons. I watched a man get convicted of 34 felonies. I watched a man get adjudicated for sexual battery. I watched a man who got convicted of fraud. And never have I heard this fervor from the media in general about his qualifications to be president. George Clooney never talked about, in that whole article, he didn't mention Project 2025 once. Neither did Stephanopoulos. None of them did. But you're going to tell me how somebody's old?
The polls are showing a downward...
Now, yeah, I got to get on DL Hughley. Let me say this up front. I am a product of the early 90s, okay, as far as growing up, okay? A Gen Xer. I came of age in the early 90s, okay? My young adult years, young teenage years were in the early 90s. I remember during the turn of the millennium there coming in the Kings of Comedy tour, okay? Legendary. At that time, man, our people were in full support of every comedian on that stage. Rest in peace to the late, great Bernie Mac, okay? Rest in peace to that brother. Sorely miss him. Real one right there. Good dude, okay? Let me say something about what's most disturbing and pathetic about DL Hughley. Let me get a swig of this water because I'm finna light his ass up. See, when you are a part of any lineage on culture and you are revered by your people, it's a damn shame for you to go out here and mess that up because you towing the line being a buck dancing Democrat shield or Republican shield. DL Hughley got the cape on harder for the white man than his own people do. Yes. You got Harvey Levin sitting up here telling you from Joe Biden's community the reasons why they're not rocking with him. Reasons all of us in our right frame of mind can see. This man is the greatest national security threat to this country. I've said it many times. I'm one of the few people that's got the balls to say it like that. Yes, this senile bastard is a national security threat. I want y'all to look at this and see black fathers. Let me talk to you for a minute, especially of my lineage. Black fathers, you better use this as an example to show your son, don't do this to your people. You would shame our entire family if you do this. You don't never jump up swinging harder for them folks than they swing for themselves. especially with this particular situation. This is one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen. I'm going to be honest with you. It has tarnished his legacy and his memory in my mind as being one of the greatest comedians of all time. DL, you did this to yourself. I'm not telling y'all how to feel about him, but for me, I can't look at him the same when I see him doing this because, see, the DL Hughley on the Kings of Comedy tour, the DL Hughley even before that, on Comic View, man, I used to love watching that, man, as a kid, man. Huh? How many of y'all remember that? I know the young people in here wouldn't remember this, but let me say something to you young ones, if it's any Gen Z listening, go back and Google Comic View. Pull up some Comic View, early Comic View on YouTube. Huh? Whether it was DL Hughley, okay, DC Curry, huh, Miss Laura. Come on now. Hey, where my folks at to remember what I'm talking about in here on my lineage and outside of my lineage? Y'all remember them days? Man, dude, for you to go and just ruin your legacy like that. And salute to Latara for the cash out. Thank you very much, my sister there. I think sister. If it's a brother, forgive me. Okay, but shout out to you nonetheless. Thank you very much for that contribution. Where my people that remember those days, though? That's a part of our childhood memories, man. And then for him to get up here and you switch completely from being a man of the people that's with the culture to something I don't even recognize. I can't call you brother when you out here buck dancing like this. And it pains me to say it, but I got to say it. I got to speak the truth over here on this channel to my people. It's got to be a division, family. And see, look, I'm going to tell y'all something. In order for us to respect ourselves properly, we're going to have to cut off certain people that we were once beloved by us. We're going to have to in order to do this right. I know that's going to be hard for a lot of y'all to do. Whether it's your favorite athlete, favorite academic, okay. Some of these pastors and preachers, okay, Lord knows don't get me started on them. Okay, definitely politicians, entertainers, actors, whatever, okay? We're going to have to cut them off, man. They're going to have to understand that it's a price for going across the line when a group has disrespected our people and you going to put the cape on for them? See, you got to understand it this way. Let me talk to you like this, right? If you had a garden, okay, and you trying to grow crops to not only feed your family, but to make a profit off of, you know you can't eat the rotten crops or sell the rotten crops. What do you do with the rotten crops? You remove them from the vicinity of the healthy crops. These are rotten crops. That's the way I'm looking at them, and we're going to have to deal with them like rotten crops. I want y'all to listen to the rest of this. I'm going to tell you, this is going to make you nauseous if you hadn't seen this already, but I got to show it to you because, see, you're going to have to go over there with the rest of them that we're talking about here tonight. Let's let it play.
Spiral.
That is not true.
Joe Biden.
That is not true.
Well, it is.
That is not true.
Every poll, DL, is showing that. But
they're virtually where they were. The polls are virtually where they were.
No, they're not.
That's not.
No, they're not. No, they're not. They're just not. And you can look at the CBS.
Salute to Don 757 for the cash out. Thank you very much for that, my brother. Let me tell y'all something, man. Harvey Levin isn't lying. You can verify what he's saying. See, these Democrat shields are so gone. And see, this is a case study, family, for all generations, especially the young ones, Gen Z in particular. This is what it looks like when somebody's mind is so gone to put party over policy. I don't care if it was a Republican or a Democrat. You swinging that hard for them folks and they own people saying, nah, don't look like he is. You got Joe Biden's main high-tier donor saying, hey, man, this dude, y'all lied to us. He's not in his right frame of mind. And I'm going to prove that here in a minute, too. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, you know when I say something, I got receipts. He's sitting up here swinging for the fences and a man in his own community telling him, no, you lying about these numbers. Yeah, here, no, it's not. No, it's not. Any one of you in this chat room can look up and verify and see who's telling the truth. Joe Biden is losing support at a rapid rate. Them poll numbers are not going up, and they're damn sure not the same as they were before people found out that this man is in the later stages of dementia. We just got to call it what it is. This is sad, family. Let's let it continue.
Last poll, look at the CNN poll. He is losing in every battleground state now.
Hold aside.
So the point I'm making is the people who are saying that Joe Biden's mental acuity is just not there anymore are not supporting Donald Trump, at least in the Democratic Party.
Your point is that the mass media tends to be more liberal.
They want to defeat Donald Trump but they don't think Joe Biden can do it.
Well, okay, maybe they don't think that. But
listen to this buck dancing babble he's about to go off in. Now, what Harvey Levin just said to him made sense. He basically said, look, the people that's not supporting him, that doesn't mean they want to vote for Trump. They're just saying Biden ain't the guy. Now look at him. Well, okay. Well, maybe this. Let me tell you something, man. DL, man, I ain't never think that I would see you go out this bad amongst black people. I ain't never think I would see this, man. The reason why I'm saying this and making such a big deal out of it is because you can't find DL Hughley's equivalent that'll sit up here and go against the grain, against their community to stand up for black folks. And if somebody can't name that person right here in this chat, name the white equivalent, the Hispanic equivalent, the Asian, East Indian, Arab equivalent of DL Hughley that'll sit there going against their community for any black person, politician, athlete, whatever, okay? You show me his equivalent. See, I'm saying it this way because I want people to really understand how pathetic this looks. As black men, we ain't supposed to be this, man. You basically the equivalent of Hopping Bob, man, from the movie Life. You sitting up here swinging for the fences, defending master. We sick, boss? It's pretty much what he doing. You don't believe me? Just listen to what he's about to say. I ain't gonna even interrupt him. I'm gonna let him get all of this out.
Conversations that they're having are not really the things that will. If Joe Biden is a nominee, I don't know how you buy this back. But if we were having conversations, if as wished for in Project 2025, the Department of Education is disbanded, who does that hurt? If the social safety net is gone, who does that hurt? If environmental rollbacks are taken back, who does that hurt? If women lose the right for their bodily autonomy, who does that hurt? So I will respect people's right to have their vantage point. But for me, there's a decided difference between somebody being disappointed with the outcome of election and having a disastrous result from it. So if we're going to have conversations, let's have conversations what is really at stake. The worst that would happen is if Joe Biden couldn't do it, a very competent, capable woman would step in and do it. So how is this a real argument? How's it a real argument?
Your point is stick with it.
Salute to the brother King Terror for the cash out. Thank you very much, my brother. DL, it's a real argument because this man is senile. It ain't no if he can't do it, he can't. And trust me, I'm about to show you how much he can't do it in just a second here. Oh, I'm going to show you. But see, let me tell every black person in this room listening to my voice something, okay? Everybody's going to have different opinions on things. Healthy debate is good, especially when you're making important decisions in life. That's a good thing, okay? There's nothing bad about that. However, when you get to a point where you arguing against logic, okay? When you get to a point where you arguing against logic in any given discussion that you having, you lost that debate, and chances are that's something that you're going to need to sit down and humble yourself and realize that you're wrong. There's no way nobody in their right frame of mind can say that Joe Biden is fit to lead this country. You think about how other world leaders are looking at this man. And you know what? I'm going to save that because we going to get there. I'm going to save that. I'm going to let this continue.
The incumbent, because history shows you have a better chance with the incumbent. And if it doesn't, and if he...
Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president.
Did y'all hear him? I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president. Now, I don't claim to know everything. I've been accused of being a very intelligent man, but I don't claim to know everything, family. So I'm going to rely on those of you in my chat room here to confirm something for me so I can make sure I'm not losing my mind, and make sure that, you know, I got my facts right. You know, I'm going to humble myself. I want to ask a question. It's a quick little question. Last time I checked, isn't Donald Trump not in the White House in any position or capacity anymore? Am I correct on that, family? Did I miss something? I mean, you know, did I wake up in a twilight zone somewhere? Because he said Vice President Trump. That's what he said, right? So you know, I'm just saying now, this the man that DL Hughley is putting the cape on for, all right? This the man. I'm just showing you right here. This the man that he putting the cape on for. He ain't done yet, though. Oh, no. If you thought that was bad, oh, we've got more, boy. Good old Uncle Joe. Y'all still going to be riding with Biden after this? Oh, boy, these bisexuals going to be mad at me tonight.
That I think she was not qualified to be president. So let's start there. Number one. The fact is that the consideration. And now I want to hand it over to the president of Ukraine, who has as much courage as he has determination. Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin.
What the hell did you just say?
Oh, my God, family. You know what? I'm laughing, but this is terrifying. Damn it. Let me say something. I don't care whether it was Republican or Democrat. Most of these presidents was in their right frame of mind. Both are white supremacists, okay? Ain't never not been a white supremacist president. I'm including Barack Obama, big-head ass in that. But at least they were in their right frame of mind, family. Let me tell you something. I've said this many times. Yes, black spot in your stomach is going to be sore because this is what this man is doing. Trump is a vice president, so I don't want y'all thinking that, Command Me is the vice president. Oh, no, you heard it from Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe said Trump is vice president. Uncle Joe even said that he was a black woman one time. Okay, I forgot to put that one in there, but y'all heard him. Okay, it's out there. You can verify all these things. He said it, not me. Okay, and then you heard what he just said. He said that he wanted to introduce Vladimir Putin, the president of Ukraine. I mean, this boy just remixing shit all across the board. Damn. I mean, I know a lot of us consider ourselves very intelligent, but if Uncle Joe said it, I mean. It must be the way it is. Listen, family. For a long time, I used to say that George Bush Jr., okay, W, was the dumbest president I had ever seen in my life. Shit. Let me tell you something, boy. Right now, with what Biden got going on, he make W look like a damn valedictorian. I'm telling you, man. Oh, yeah, and I'm going here because how could you say that? I don't give a damn about this old, senile, anti-black racist bastard. As far as I'm concerned, our ancestors are putting a foot on your ass, okay? Because that's exactly what you did to my people, and you showed no remorse, so I don't care nothing about his condition. I feel nothing. I'm absolutely indifferent towards his ass, okay? So I'm just saying that for the people that come over, man, I'm saying that about him. He can't help himself. Hey, yeah, if he can't help himself, you know where he's supposed to be? Not in a presidential office. This man sitting up here, man, in control of the nuclear launch codes. And you got fools talking about they riding with Biden. Oh, and I got something coming up on that Project 2025 too. Oh, trust me. Oh, I'm going to be cooking with hot fish grease on that. I got something for that. But see, family, let me tell you something. For DL Hughley to sit up there and do all that buck dancing that he was doing when that's the reality we dealing with right there, that's not edited. That's not AI. I didn't alter that no kind of way. You can go find that off of my channel and it'll be exactly what you saw over here. Okay? This is what we dealing with, family. Man, it's some people that you just gonna have to write off that just can't be saved, okay? Unfortunately, some of the people in our families, it is what it is. I ain't telling you not to love your family member. Don't fall out with them over no politics. But what I am saying to you is this. Just know you're not finna change their mind with nothing. Don't get in no argument about it. Because, I mean, here's the thing about it. Most of them are the older crowd. When I say older, I'm talking to the treacherous boomers, not the old cold ones, the few that there are. Here's the good thing about that for anybody that's disparaged or discouraged about that. You shouldn't be, because that generation isn't going to be the one that's going to be leading the future of our people. That's going to be Gen X, Millennials, and Gen Z. Their time is over with. It doesn't matter what they say. I've seen some off-code statements that some elders have made. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He's not going to be leading nothing, okay? And I have all the respect in the world for the man and his accomplishments. I'm not going to even say his name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But he's not going to be leading nothing. He not. He not. Let me show y'all something else, though, family. In case y'all didn't get the message of this broadcast and why I'm showing you what I'm showing you and what I'm saying here tonight, family, we got something else we got to deal with when it comes to off-code behavior. I'm going to play this and then I'm going to critique this. A lot of people going to be mad. Like I said, we turning sacred cows and hamburgers over here tonight, but somebody got to do it because I'm not the type of person just because somebody's a celebrity or they're wealthy that when they go out cold, I don't take them to task. I'm gonna play something and I want y'all to absorb this and you're gonna know what the problem is as soon as you hear
it. You know, Ryan had a big 4th of July week himself. I don't know if you got a chance to see how his Twitter feed was going.
Oh, no. You're not going to get me involved in that. That's not my thing. I'm here to talk about Camille. I'm here to stay positive, talk about Camille, what my fighters do, and about me helping my fighters, and me being positive, talking about family, on Mayweather Promotions, and that's what I'm here to talk about. If something negative, I don't have nothing to do with it.
Family, you heard this come out of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s mouth. Let me say this loud and clear. I don't care who this offends. This is pathetic because, damn it, how much money do you need before you can stand up and speak for your people? This man is a billionaire. Do you hear me? This isn't somebody that's just starting. This isn't somebody that's got to get their paper together. This ain't somebody that's struggling. This ain't somebody that's like, man, I'm in a position, you know, I would say something, but I can't. He's retired. A billionaire. And you, oh, no. Oh, no, I ain't want to talk about that now. Oh, no. I don't want to talk about no negativity. Really? You are in history books as one of the greatest boxers to ever put on gloves and step into that ring. And you heard Ryan Garcia make them statements about our people and you still can't say nothing? My question is this: how much money do it take for you to be able to stand up and have a pair of balls and speak up for your people when we disrespected? Because if you can't do it as a billionaire, what's that saying about you, family? And see, let me bring this point up. I'm saying this for a reason. You got a lot of people that run their mouth about people having status and wealth and all this other goofiness. What does status and wealth mean if you can't stand up and be a damn man with all the status and wealth that you have and speak up for your damn people? Huh? What is it worth if you can't do that? Somebody talk to me in this chat room, especially the men. If you're a billionaire, those of you brothers in here, if you became billionaires by whatever means overnight, God bless you, would you be the type of individual that, oh, no, I can't talk about that now. Oh, no. Would y'all be that? Because I damn sure wouldn't. Now, I'm far from a billionaire, but damn it, shit, I speak up for my people, man, and I ain't nowhere near close to having Floyd's net worth. What good is your status and your wealth if you can't use it to empower your people? If you can't use it to defend your people? Hell, you ain't even have to say nothing, rah, go off the cuff. You could have just said, look, I'm going to give y'all the statement he could have made. Let's just say he was there to, like he said, want to mainly focus on this fighter without taking attention for him. Okay, I get that. Why couldn't he have made this statement? Yes, I'm aware of that situation. That's unfortunate. Our sport is supposed to be one of respect and talent in the ring, and we should all have a respect for one another as mutual fighters. And his words were very disappointing. It's something I don't condone. It's something that I will never support. And, you know, hopefully he gets his act together and he do better. You could have said something like that. Was that so hard, family? Huh? Was that so hard? A billionaire couldn't even make that statement that I just made. Oh, no. Floyd, at this point, I got to ask you a question, okay? Because, see, this beckons the question that goes to show you that I've always said, just because you got money, that doesn't make you powerful. If you that scared to say something, Floyd, who really control you? Because you would think that a billionaire would be in control of his own. Who you beholden to? You talk like somebody made you not say something. Now, I could be wrong, but damn it, that's what it looked like and sound like to me. If it walked like a duck, talk like a duck, quack like one, I got to call it a damn duck. That's pathetic, family. That don't make no damn sense. That's what he got going on, though. Let's let it continue. See, one thing I want to add on top of that, this man sat up there and did all that buck dancing and dodging the question, but that's not where we come from. And see, I'm finna show y'all what we come from here coming up here. This is something I want to end the broadcast on because, see, this is very important, especially when it pertains to my lineage. And if you are not of my lineage, if you're non-FBA, I I want you to look back in your history because you have these things in your culture. You just have to give a damn about it enough to actually look for it. There should be a version of a Tariq Nasheed in the entire global black diaspora, okay? You should have your own Tariq Nasheed, Professor Black Truths, Philip Scotts, etc., Torian Rain, Afro Elite, Black Alpha Network. Salute to them brothers. They had an excellent space earlier today. I was in it for a brief minute. I got to go back and catch the rest of it if they left it up for a playback. But where's your version of the people that are stumping for y'all? Where's y'all versions of the Dr. Claude Andersons? They're there. You just got to acknowledge them and put them up and hold them up and say, hey, this is our gold standard right here. You can't do that if you always running away from your culture and you too ashamed to even say where you from. But see, we know where we're from. And I'm going to remind y'all of who we are and where we're from, just like I did at the beginning of the broadcast. I think this will be a fitting way to end this. I'm going to let this play with no commentary. And at the end of it, I'm going to tell you why I played it. Some of y'all are familiar with this. I showed it to you before, but see, this is what I mean by you have to be grounded and attached to your history as a people because it empowers you in the present and it's going to lead you into the future, into the position that you should be in. And that's not on your hands and knees, groveling and begging. I'm going to play this and I want y'all to study this.
What's the whitest thing you know? Whiter than the driven snow, whiter than the whites of your eyes? Sugar. Non-integrated, non-black, sweet sugar. But you see, there is a black man in your sugar. His name is Norbert Rillier. Norbert Rillier in 1846 invented a vacuum pan that revolutionized the sugar refining industry. Now, you have to dig to find that fact. I mean, it's not much history, but it's still history. Now, what do you stand in? In your shoes. Now, there's just you and your shoes, isn't it? Nope. See, there's a black man standing in your Oxfords with you. Sharing your soul and your heel is a man, his name is Jan Ernst Metzelger. And in 1863, this is a drawing by the kids, Metzelger invented the machine that made mass-produced shoes possible. Now, you have to dig around for that fact, too. And again, it's not much history, but it's history. Am I coming in clear to California? I mean, is this TV signal driving through a pass in the Sierra Nevada mountains and slipping into San Francisco? Okay, well, I want to thank you, Jim Beckworth. Jim Beckworth out of St. Louis, hunter, trapper, and honorary chief of the Crow tribe of Indians. We had trouble finding you, Jim. Though you helped open the West, you didn't make the books. Chicago, right here, where the Wrigley building is. Young fellow by the name of Jean-Baptiste de Sable. Jean-Baptiste, he founded you, Chicago, when he traded with the Indians. And of course, there it is right there at that particular time. It was called Chicago or Stinking Onion by the Indians. And de Sable, he didn't even change the name at all. Now you take the Lewis and Clark expedition here, right in there. You'll find a black man named York helping to open the West. Those men are trying to wash the black out of York. That's what you might call historically significant because a lot of people think we ought to wash white, but we ain't gonna, you see. Texas. Coming to you, Texas, right down the Chisholm Trail, right here. Right down there with 5,000 black cowboys who never made it to the Hollywood Western. Did you know that, huh? In the same group, there was one black outlaw. His name was Deadwood Dick, who claimed his soul brothers were Bat Masterson, Billy the Kid, and Jesse James. Deadwood Dick used to ride into the saloon, order 2 drinks, one for himself and one for his horse. And here's his horse, drinking a shot of red-eye with a straw. And how about the 186,000 blacks who fought on the Union side during the Civil War? 38,000 died. How about Teddy Roosevelt's charge up San Juan Hill? It wasn't just the Rough Riders who made it. 4 black regiments went right up with Teddy. They didn't get lost going up the hill. They got lost in the history books. How about the North Pole? Snow White? Well, the first man there was black. Matthew Henson. He spoke Eskimo. And he was Admiral Perry's navigator. And although he made it first to the pole, it never quite made it to the history books. And how about your heart? Can we get there? All right. Daniel Hale Williams first performed open heart surgery successfully. Now, this list could go on forever. Blacks who made it, blacks who made history, but who didn't get into the history text at all. And the strange thing is how little there is about us in the textbooks. Napoleon once said history is a fable agreed upon, and the fable agreed upon up to now is that American history is white on white. But sometimes we did get into the history books. All wrong. Now you take this one. The Growth of the American Republic, 1942 edition. Samuel Eliot Morrison, Henry Steele Commager. Quote, as for. This has to do with slavery. As for Sambo, Professor Morrison. Sambo, Professor Commager. As for Sambo, whose wrongs moved the abolitionists to wrath and tears, there is some reason to believe that he suffered less than any other class in the South from its peculiar institution. Peculiar institution means slavery. Although brought to America by force, the incurably optimistic Negro soon became attached to the country and devoted to his white folks. Unquote. Those lines were written by two Pulitzer Prize-winning white Northern professors.
Happy birthday to you, Dr. Cosby. Happy birthday, my brother. Happy birthday. Family, let me tell you something. I let that play in its entirety without interruption because I wanted you to hear that history. All of those important inventions, all of those important accomplishments and achievements that they don't even talk about to this day, with the exception of a very few of them. But see, we don't rely on our adversaries to educate our children or our people. That's our job, okay? So regardless of how much history they take out of schools, it's up to us to teach this history. And this is why I do what I do over here on this platform, and why many others of my colleagues in New Black Media do what they do as well, okay? Family, I want you to remember this. If you remember nothing else from this broadcast, those are my lineage. This is the era of the rise of our respect, and we are not returning to any previous era where we don't respect ourselves as a people. And I want that for non-LBA people as well. You are not put here by the Most High to be under anybody's foot. Everybody was put here to be used, but we were not put here to be misused. So with that said, family, know that empowerment begins when you start to respect yourself, your people, and your culture, okay? So salute to everybody that contribute to the broadcast. I want all of you to take care of yourselves, be well, be safe, Black first, and I will see you all in future content.